Welcome everybody to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. We are here live on February 23rd, reporting to you post All-Star break. Let's get to it. Let's get to talking some hoops today. I got a few things on my agenda I added. I saw what you said in the chat, but there's a couple of things I added. So let me do a few of mine, and then we can hop back and forth between both of our topics. But the first thing I wanted to talk about that you didn't mention is the main events of the weekend. I don't know how much we discussed this about the All-Star weekend in person, but we need to fix All-Star weekend. I think we can all agree that All-Star weekend was horrible. The dunk contest, the game, besides the shooting competition with Sabrina, Steph, and the three-point contest, literally all the events were pretty underwhelming. Yeah. So do you guys have any ideas? What are your thoughts on how we can fix the dunk contest, All-Star weekend in general, the All-Star game, whatever you want to chime in? Any ideas about anything?
I have two ideas. I got two. One, this one is probably not going to happen, but I hope it does. The All-Stars got to show up and do all the events because that's what everyone wants to see.
No, but see, Jaylen Brown just did that, and nobody.
Yeah, but it's Jaylen Brown.
Well, we know why it was bad in the first. We know why you're a superstar doesn't mean that you can just go out there and do whatever you want to do, and
there was take it. I saw footage of his practice dunk, and it looked way cooler than the one he did. Like he actually, he did his like no look dunk. He actually did like a no look, which was cooler.
It was still pretty whack. I mean, like
it was still pretty whack because you made a 4 or 5 guy sit down, and he was like 2 foot tall. That's different. Yeah, but back to the
like
point.
And then he held it there too, like he did something.
He like lagged it, bro.
Yeah, like
Devin.
That was the worst I've ever seen.
The concepts, like I like the ideas of it, but like the dunks in general were just terrible.
Bro,
the Dominique one, why bring why have somebody just in a Dominique jersey?
How many times we're going to see somebody put on a Dominique Wilkins jersey, bro? Every year, that same exact dunk. Every year somebody does it.
Vince Carter, Dominique, Tracy McGrady, all these are keep going back. Like
every fucking year somebody does one of their dunks.
Let me put a jersey on. But
like the Terrence Clark thing though. I'll say respect to that. Like that was a cool jersey because he passed away. R.I.P. But
exactly.
The other stuff, like I'm cool with the legends, bro. I'm cool with the legend jerseys, all that shit. You just recreating a dunk that we already seen 14 times. Like we don't need that anymore.
I like the concept. Just like do something more creative. Yeah.
But Hassan, the creative part, the creativity portion of that like debate is we have seen like 40 years of dunk contests go by. We're gonna run out of juice, Like there's only so much a dunker can do.
We already ran out of juice, I think.
The 2016 one was like I've seen some dunks there that other people
2016 is 8 years ago, by the way. Just letting you know, it's 8 years ago.
Though, like that was one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest ever. And we've seen those dunks done before in the past, so it's just like exciting because of the ways that they did it and like the creativity.
So those were new. So, bro, Aaron Gordon did like that thing under his legs. That's first time ever. Zach Levine doing a between the legs through from the free throw line. First time. These are like first time ever.
Bro, the one that
who did it before?
He came from behind the backboard and did it between his legs from behind the backboard and then like reversed it.
Okay, but he's done like I've seen like
that shit like that has not been done.
Free throw line dunks.
Which NBA player did that in the dunk contest?
Iguodala.
Did he?
Like these people like Zach and Aaron was so ahead of the time. Like people literally can't recreate that. Like those things is like way too hard.
It's not gonna happen.
And, a lot of these
the bar is set so high. The bar is set so high.
Some of those dunks are new, but we also had like same dunks that they were used in the past, and they're still exciting. Like the Mac McClung dunk that he did where he dropped the ball in midair and dunked it. I've never seen that before.
Oh, he did this?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
saying.
Got
a 46.
But because that fool don't know how to dunk, bro.
That was insane panel of judges, dude. Like,
yeah, it was bad.
How the fuck have I never heard that Darnell fool in my life? And they're like, this is the first dunk contest winner. Who?
The first.
Everybody knows this.
I think if you get more stars to do it, then it'll be way better. Like John Moran, Zion Williamson. You can't tell me these guys want to put on a show either way.
It's not even like a stars thing, because if you really think about it, like back in 2016, like Zach was like, he was good, but like him and Aaron weren't like superstars, or like stars. Yeah. Like they came out and it's like the things that they did were like such a high degree of difficulty. And it's like, even if they wasn't like, it props to even one being able to do it, but like trying that stuff. Like I feel like the people in the dunk contest right now wouldn't even try have those dunks, either because they can't or like it's just too hard.
maybe not stars, but people that we know have bounce. Like, we know Zach LaVine could jump out the gym. Like John Morant, that's an easy candidate. Sucks that
John would be nice.
They said that they want money, and I feel like that's the only way that could fix the All-Star game is giving an incentive for the game itself and the contests. Like, if you put money on the line, like $1 million, they'll try harder, which is terrible.
Greedy ass bastards, bro. They out here playing for the little kids' foundation. Is that not enough?
But they're gonna start trying when the milli check is on the way, Hassan.
Yeah, 500K in the pocket. I'll play for that.
200 million plus.
You know what a bad look it would be for the NBA if they're not 100%. Trying for the little kids' foundation, 100%. But 200K on the line, LeBron's gonna lock up in the All-Star game, like.
But it's true though too. That's the sad thing. Like if they got the money, they'll try. Like whoever wins the game gets $1 million. I saw something. I think the NHL does is where whoever wins the game gets home court advantage for the finals. East or West.
Yeah, I saw that. That would be a good idea, but that would be a little too much, honestly. For one game, like that's crazy.
Yeah. One game on the line is a playoff. You get home court advantage. That's crazy.
Yeah. For one All-Star game, like
that's different. Finals.
No, for the finals.
Yeah, for the
that
finals.
Is true though. I guess it would
one game.
Would make
that wouldn't make any sense to do with the whole playoffs. That doesn't even make sense. Like what?
The finals.
It would make every team like go harder. At least the ones that are on playoff level teams, you know, because not every All-Star is on.
Yeah, there's not every team has an All-Star player.
But that's in case like.
No, the ones that do have All-Star players are like the top 10, like all the good teams had All-Stars in there, right?
You mean if like a team made the finals that didn't even have an All-Star?
Yeah, like
supposedly somehow like.
Yeah.
Like if
but
one team made it or something like
that. But they're playing for the conference. It's not about the player. Like even if a team doesn't have an All-Star make the finals, because
I guarantee you, if we had that stipulation, someone like Luka Doncic would actually try instead of giving you 3 points.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, everybody would try.
You got to do it. You got to try just in case. Like.
Yeah. That's the only thing I can
somehow make it.
I personally want to see stars, bro. If I saw stars, it would garner more fans. Be like, oh my god, my favorite player is doing the dunk contest. I need to watch, even if it might be a little substandard to like Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon. You're gonna tune in because John Morant, Anthony Edwards is doing that contest. You're gonna want to tune in because it's gonna draw more viewers. Sure, it might not be the level of difficulty that you want to see or the hype, but it's the player there, the name that matters. That's what I want to see. That's my opinion personally.
Personally, I don't agree with that.
One-on-one tournament for money.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Some one-on-ones.
I don't think
that
even if it's young dudes, even if it wasn't stars, like it would still. But people want to see stars at the end of the day. That would be more exciting. But even if I feel like there's a chance that even if it's younger players or up and coming players, like they can make it exciting if they're nice like that, you know?
Yeah, like
if
even the worst NBA guys cold in a one-on-one, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Most of them. I guess I don't want to see no Draymond Green. No Draymond Green wins.
You have to have at least a 3-star level bag. 3-star level bag minimum.
Yeah.
No, you should do like
it should be like a bag contest, you know? Like who
guard one-on-one, forward one-on-one.
Tatum said this. Tatum said that. He's like bigs, forwards, guards. In the three different categories.
No, we just need everybody versus everybody. I'm not trying to see.
I mean,
I
do think
Jokic versus Ish Smith. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see.
That is
the Anthony Melton.
No, Ish Smith Loki win that though. I'm not gonna lie. If he starts with the ball,
that is true. If he's like running around, you gotta chase him.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like we need some upsets, dude. We need to see like a guard beat a center or something. Me personally, I think they should take the dunk contest out because it's been stale for a lot of years. And they should rotate it with other events like horse or 3-ball knockout would be fun. I saw them playing that at an all-star practice, and I would watch that over the dunk contest, honestly.
Their dunk contest is the moneymaker, though. That's the thing.
No, it's not, bro. No one cares anymore. Like the whole weekend is the moneymaker because people go there, they go to the events, they go to the concessions. Like they're gonna go there anyway. It's not really about the dunk contest anymore. I think people understand that at this point the dunk contest is worn out. So I feel like if we take it out and then bring it back in 3 years, not only like will people actually be excited to watch it, but then some of the stars may actually want to be in there because it's like, oh shit, like this is our one chance to do the dunk contest. Yeah. We might as well do it. So I think it'll be okay. Like remember that they used to have that one event where it was a WNBA player, an NBA player, and like a old retired vet, and they would do a shootout. Like what happened to that? Why don't they bring that back and then rotate it out with the dunk contest?
I like that one.
I can't remember that. It's before my time.
You don't?
That's crazy. Nah. I remember they had like, I don't even know if Asia Wilson was in this back then, but it was like Grant Hill. It would be like a player from the Pistons, WNBA team, the Pistons, real NBA team, and then like an OG Pistons player.
Yeah, it was like it'd be like a legend, like back in the day, and I think Kenny the Jet Smith did one time.
Yeah, and it was like make a layup, make a free throw, make a 3-pointer and a half court shot.
It was
cool. Okay, yeah, I remember that. I do remember.
Yeah.
Did they do that with the challenge? I think for one round, something like that. I don't know.
Maybe, but that whole event was fire. Like especially now with Sabrina and Caitlin Clark next year, we're doing all these WNBA, NBA shootouts. Like we might as well add more. Like that was the best event of the weekend. I think we can all agree. We might as well add more of those.
Yeah, contest is pretty good.
So that's what my idea is.
But I mean, like every year,
we would be okay if not would not seen a dunk contest for a year or two. I think.
The last year, Mac McClung's dunk contest is pretty good, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
he's the only one.
The Derrick Jones one was good. Derrick Jones Jr. had a lot of good dunks. I don't want to wipe him off the face of the earth. He had some good shit. It was cool.
But there's been so many lame ones, though.
I don't know. People forget about how bad it is, and then next year we come back and get hyped for the event again.
Yo, Cole Anthony dunked in Tim's, bro.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
Like they just doing anything at that
Remember the John Collins airplane one?
Oh my god, airplane.
You're trying to jump over airplane.
I'm not gonna lie though, that John Collins airplane thing was better than any other than Mac McClung, anybody else's dunk this year.
Yeah, I don't know how JB made it to the final.
Jacob Toppin?
No, he had a good dunk, but like the crowd wasn't feeling it. So
he did a between the legs 360. Nobody made any like reactions. I'm like, that's tough. Right? That's tough.
He's definitely better than Jaylen Brown, like 100%. I don't know what the judges were thinking. That too, the judges can't like. If the judges are going to be voting just off popularity or whatever their agenda was, that's also not going to make it interesting either. Like, at least be fair to the dunkers. Like, give some shitty scores. Like, it's okay. We all see the same dunks, and we all see that they're shitty. Like, don't be afraid to give them a shitty score.
I don't know what Jaylen Brown paid him. With that. Jaylen Brown got that big-ass contract. He probably paid them niggas.
Right.
There's no way he's getting these numbers.
4 or 5 guys.
He said, "I'll do the dunk contest again next year if they ask me."
Nobody wants that, buddy. Please no.
Good for him though. He's getting moved pretty hard, bro.
Good, bro. Fuck him.
Yeah, he got that unwavering confidence for sure.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he needs.
Hey, maybe he'll learn from it. Maybe he'll come with some heat next time.
He might. He might. That's true.
You're really doing in-game dunks.
All right, so what else you got on the agenda?
We can talk about Jordan Poole, man, was once a champion with the Warriors, doing between the legs, step back, having what's it called, baddie montage videos. Now he's with the Washington Wizards. Was he averaging like 12, 15 points? Just got benched yesterday.
He's
turning over the ball, and now he has hate montage videos.
I have a follow-up question to that.
What do you think about Jordan Poole getting benched?
Actually, I have a follow-up question to that. So you could, whoever answers this can answer 2 questions here. So what do you think about Jordan Poole getting benched, number 1? And number 2, does he have the worst contract in the league? Just for reference, the other people competing with him are Ben Simmons, Bradley Beal, and Monty Williams.
What did he get paid again? Monty Williams.
Okay, so here's the contract. I got the info right in front of me if you care about any of these players. So Jordan Poole has 4-year, $128 million. Ben Simmons got 5-year, $177 million, but he only got 1 year left. Monty Williams got 6-year, $78 million, and Bradley Beal got 5-year, $250 million.
I can start with this one. I'll say Bradley Beal probably has the worst contract because he's the oldest, and his body just like deteriorates every 5 to 10 games. It's always a new injury with him.
How many years does he have left on it?
Bradley Beal, are you asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bradley Beal's under contract until he's 33, which is until 2027, where he'll be making $57 million.
Nah, fuck, that's the worst. That's horrible.
Max money. At least for Jordan
JP
Poole,
can play good again.
You can.
I would say right now, I'll say JP. Well, I would have said JP, but yeah, I think Beal is the worst. Like when you think about how many years he has left, because I was like, if he had like 2 years or something, it is what it is. Like he's almost done. But like
Jordan Poole's just the max. This one's a super max. First off, and then Jordan Poole's young, and we've seen what he could do.
Young. He could play better again. He could turn it back on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think first,
he was bad in the beginning, guys.
30 mil. I don't think he's gonna turn up that much though.
32. He's not worth 32 right now at all. He's probably.
He might need a different situation. He might need a new situation.
This is the best situation.
Not as a number one option type of guy. He was not a number one option with the Warriors.
But then he's gonna be getting overpaid as a 6 man, or what? You gonna be 30 paying?
Not over. He could be like a 3, but like he's better in that like sidekick role. He's not a 1, so he shouldn't be treated as a 1. And we've seen this now. So give him another chance. He might be a nice number 2 or 3 guy that helps the team, but he's bad right now. Obviously, I'm saying he has a chance. He has a chance.
I actually like the benching because of that. Like you said, when he was on Golden State, he was coming off the bench and giving them work like 17 to 20. So maybe this is like a mindset reset. Reset. That's the word, right? It makes sense. He wants to reset his mind and play better. Yeah. So I think
that's what I see it too.
Having him off the bench, playing against like players that aren't as good as him to get his confidence up and score more, it's probably the best for him. So then he'll be put back into the starting role. Because I don't think you bench a guy that you pay that much money. So I just think this is a confidence booster.
I don't know, man. What if he takes it as like, oh, my career's over? I suck.
He's too young and he's making too much money. So,
yeah, I mean, I think the money is atrocious right now, or at least the current value of what he's doing. But, you know, he always could get better. And I just like, you know, you guys know me. I was one of the last people to expect this type of season from Jordan Poole.
Same here.
But, you know, it is what it is. I feel like you got to give credit where credit is due and you got to take it away when the nigga suck. So I think that him being benched is like deserved for now because even if it is just a confidence booster, like he's not playing starter level ball. You know what I mean? Like even on that ass team. Like if he wasn't on that ass team, he would have been benched like a year ago.
Well, I think he'd be playing up to the standard on the team he's at. Because Golden State, I still think he'd be averaging 17 if he was on the team right now. What would change?
Maybe, but it's like some people think he's getting exposed. Probably not around Curry.
Yeah, you could say that. But like, say if he was on the Nuggets, I still think he'd give you a good cool 15 off the bench.
Well, yeah, the Nuggets.
Depending on the lineups,
or any other team, like besides, even like the Mavs, if he's coming off the bench for Kyrie or Luka.
I mean, but he's a bench player. That's the point, though. That's the point. Like he's like a 6-man type of player. Like, he's not that 30-point type of player that we were hoping he could potentially turn into. I think that ship has sailed, but I still do think that what he's doing now is like the worst of the worst. I think he has to go back to that type of situation that he had in Golden State. Obviously, I'm never gonna fault him for trying to like see if he can be the dude, but clearly that's not working. So as long as
you should fault some guys for that. Not gonna lie.
I wouldn't say that because like some people think they could, and like I guess maybe him because he's always like if he was the number 2 on that team and then was like, you know what, I want to try being a number 1. It makes more sense. Like if Jaylen Brown did that, I can't fault him. But I guess for Poole, like you didn't even have that type of role. So like I don't know what makes you think you could jump from like 6-man to number 1. But
like we can all agree that he earned his contract.
That's what I was just about to say, Hassan. I was about to say, remember the situation he was in before? He played amazing ball as a support 6-man, second, third scorer on the team. So he got paid for it. Then he started playing bad. So the contract at the time obviously was a little high for like a 6-man, third option type of guy. But the Warriors had success, so they paid him. But now
I actually think any team would have paid them if they went through that same situation. Like you win a championship with him being
at that time, he deserved it.
Yeah, so I mean, like, even if he goes back to that situation, would he not be worth the money?
If he gets into that role, I like it. If he gets into that role that helps the team win again, yes, I think so.
I still wouldn't even pay his caliber. Like, he'd probably worth 20 mil, but 30 mil, like, I'm not paying his caliber player 30 mil just because, like, you're never going to be a starter for me. And if you are, like, my team's not going to – if you're my number 1 point guard or shooting guard, my team's not going to be that good. In my opinion,
I think they kind of paid him because of the upside of him, like, being the future of the team type of thing.
Yeah, I think they were thinking that as soon as Steph, like, maybe not declines, but like just to take some pressure off of him, he would just step in and like basically have that Steph role. But it didn't work out that way, obviously, with Draymond and then the teams being bad last year. Yeah, he really so it kind of I think the Draymond situation more so than anything fucked up the situation with Poole. Because like if he never got punched in the face, he could not only would he be playing better, I think, but like he wouldn't have had to get traded. Like they
not even that. I think it's the part that it got publicized and everybody's seen it happen. Yeah. I remember the meme I was showing Gabe the other day about the ghost punching Draymond when what's his name slipped on the court.
Oh yeah, the ghost.
Not many people can recover from something like that. And
and then they keep asking him about it. Like even when he got traded to the Wizards, they were like, "Hey, are you scared of Draymond coming to your house at night?" Or like, I don't know what to ask him.
But and we've never seen him comment on it too. So he's been a professional all around. Even like with the hate videos he gets, like that's getting so much attention now.
Heart of a champion, right, Hassan? You said that.
Yeah, and he got benched. Didn't say anything about it either. So
it's clearly affecting him though. Like he may act like it doesn't, but you can see his play on the court. Like he's not playing with that same confidence that he did in Golden State.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hopefully he figures it out. He's not worth. I thought he was going to average like 25 this year, but
me too, man.
This isn't news, but I just thought I'd mention it because since we're on the topic of the Warriors, can anyone guess who has the highest 3-point percentage on the Warriors this season?
Draymond, 42.
Yeah. Shooting that thing.
This is so stupid. Like
career high for Draymond, career best on the Warriors this season. And just shout out to Draymond Green, man. 44%.
And they're barely a playing team.
2% better than Steph Curry.
Just imagine if he played most of the games this year, he'd actually be one of the top.
He would take his field goal. Actually, I'll believe that.
No, I think it's been the same. So.
Nah, he'll shoot more and be worse.
Been watching the games like a real fan, then you'd know that he got that thing.
All right. Touche.
It's low volume, but he's hitting them when he's taking them.
Yeah, it's the same amount that he's taken over the years. So we can also talk about Steve Kerr getting a 2-year, I think like $35 million extension.
That's the worst contract. He doesn't even coach.
Now he's the highest paid coach in the NBA. So
I mean, it's a little. I don't mind it. Like Steve Kerr has proven it to be a championship coach. Like, yeah, he's had questionable decisions like the past 2 years, but I feel like that's. I mean, it's nothing that I would say is a fireable offense or anything, and some of it is due to respect. Like, obviously, you're gonna have some leeway with Clay and Draymond and these guys since you won championships with them. I do agree. Yeah. We do talk about on here that he has to be more accountable with them, but I do feel like it's heading in that direction. Now that Podziemski's starting and stuff like that, so I'm not mad about Kerr getting the money. Like he's a respected coach, he's won a championship. Like you're gonna have Curry there. He's knowing the system. He built the system around him. Like it is what it is. No bad things to say about it. Like yeah, he's had some iffy situations in the last 2 years, but he's still a good coach.
Yeah, I feel like it was just figuring out the Klay Thompson situation. And now that's been figured out. I feel like the rotations are correct.
I feel like dealing with Dre's like bullshit too.
I think he's done a pretty good job of managing it to this point of the season because I haven't seen Klay lash out or Draymond lash out for certain reasons. So he's a good manager in that sense. And he's still I think a top 5 to 7 coach in the league, and he's already been like solidified. And you have Stephen Curry. I think the window is possibly 2 more years for them. So I think that fits the timeline well. And all the young guys are still ramping up. So it's a good decision. He deserves the money. 2 more years to get it done.
Yeah, good. Good for him.
Yeah, I think it's deserved. I mean, he definitely hasn't been bad enough to like just get fired.
Yeah.
Like maybe things like that.
He get picked up instantly if he got fired.
Yeah.
Like, the Hornets would sign him immediately.
Lakers.
He'd get a Monty contract.
As an NFL type of firing, if they were to fire him or something, you know what I mean?
It's like firing Kyle Shanahan, basically. Like, why would
he just got to a better situation too, like which would work out.
The Lakers.
But yeah, no, I think it's well deserved. He deserves to get the bag.
Yeah.
Any comments, Gabe?
You guys are doing good. I don't want to say anything else. Keep winning.
I believe that.
All right, you got anything else on the agenda, Hassan?
Oh yeah, we can talk about Jason Tatum believing that he's MVP.
I fully stand by it. I actually do. He has a good case.
Let's see. Let me find the quote.
I feel like he doesn't. I don't want to say he doesn't believe that, but I don't think he cares. I think he's just saying that to put his name in the media. But like, I don't think he cares that much. He just wants respect because the team is good. I really don't believe he's like. I don't think he's making an MVP bid like Embiid did last year when he was like talking about it as often. I just feel like he wants to like plant the little seed so that if he does end up going off or the other MVP candidates fall off, people will remember him talking about it. I think right now, I don't think he's serious about it, but I do think he wants like that idea in everyone's head. So if some shit happens, like, oh, remember Tatum said MVP, like that's how you start the narrative. You got to like say it, get people talking about it, even if it's right now, which I think we can agree like he's not up there right now.
He's not, but
not?
I feel like he actually does care because during the All-Star Weekend press, they were talking about it about like, oh, people don't put me at the same light because I should be winning championships other than the other guys like SGA and Luka who don't have championship rosters or something like that. And then now he's even talking about how voters should take into account this team dynamic. Like his stats aren't the same as these other guys, but they're winning games and dynamic asks him to do what's best for the team. So voters should take that into account. Honestly, I just don't think he's at the same level as those guys, basketball wise.
I think he is. I just think he's not needed to do as like you can't be most valuable player if your team can win without you. You know what I mean? But I do think if he was on it, they can't though.
A chip without James?
No. But like I'm saying for MVP
award. You know?
Yeah. I'm saying if the Celtics don't have Tatum for like a week, they're still probably going to win. Like they can win 4 games that week.
But this is a regular season award, Hassan. It doesn't matter about championship.
If you took Shea off the Thunder, they might not win any games that week. But I do think that if you put Tatum on the Thunder instead of Shea, they would be in a similar position. I do think
he wouldn't. I don't think he'd be putting up the same stats. Like some of these guys' stats are ridiculous, bro.
He'll be putting up better stats though.
Like Luka is hard. Like I do agree that in a lot of cases, like they should take into account the team. But it's like when you got people like Luka fucking averaging down there a 30-point triple-double, it's like you can't really just be like, well,
what can you do?
My team is good. His stats are just insane.
Best season ever.
What's the criteria?
Well, wins and statistics.
Like, what is the MVP criteria? You got to have a baseline to start giving it. Like, exactly. So that's exactly what I want. Like, there's no criteria. So whoever's voting for this MVP thing is going to vote for whatever they feel like they're going to give it to. Whether it's this team dynamic Jason Tatum's talking about or Luka's MVP stat run. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I think the winning
historically it's never like the Raptors were winning 60 games damn near every year. DeRozan or Kyle Lowry was never. MVP conversations, you know what I mean?
I think winning only matters when it's like between 2 really close candidates. Like they're not going to give Tatum the MVP over Luka when his stats are significantly worse. Like if Tatum was averaging damn near 30-point triple-double too, then it's like, okay, you can give it to him even if he has worse numbers, but the numbers aren't close enough to be like, okay, he's on a winning team. Like I can get that if same thing with Rudy and AD right now for DPOY, right? AD's numbers are better, but like Timberwolves got the best defense in the league, so that's why people are voting Rudy for DPOY.
But I honestly don't think I think Tatum's the best small forward in the league, and he's up there, but I don't think he's on the same level as like SGA or Luka or Jokic.
I disagree. I think he's in the tier. He's in the tier. That.
Well, I mean, I agree with Jokic. I'll say Jokic is a different tier. I don't think you could put Jokic in there. But SGA, well, I don't know why you wouldn't put him in the same tier.
I put Luka in the Jokic tier.
From a statistics standpoint, I'd say like Tatum is winning.
If Jason Tatum was on the Thunder, he probably averaged 33 points as well. Like I can promise you that.
30.
Didn't Tatum average 30 last year? Didn't Tatum average 30 last year?
He did. And with Jaylen Brown and Derek White and who else did they have? Fucking Marcus Smart. Who was that? Robert Williams. All the fools they
Marcus Smart taking 10 shots a game, 5 to 10 shots.
I agree.
Marcus Smart's a chucker, bro. Don't even start that shit with me. I know he be chucking them bitches.
Yeah.
I think Tatum and Shea are definitely comparable, but I do think Luka is a step above Tatum.
Above him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luka
Jokic. Tatum, he does have an all-around game. But he's not all around in the sense of like a Luka and a Jokic. You know what I mean?
I don't think he'll ever reach that ability, but he's not like a playmaker.
Yeah. So I have Luka and Jokic ahead of him. But other than that, everyone, in that tier is still like interchangeable. Like
last year, do you guys have a hold on, let me rephrase this. Last year when we were like, ranking these players, did you have Tatum over SGA?
Yes, and I still would today.
Which I agree with Bez. I agree with Bez too. I still would count Tatum because but Hassan saying Tatum is not on this tier is crazy.
No, I take that back after talking. Yeah,
I respect
because he's a winning player too.
I just think I can get with Luka and Jokic because they literally do everything for the team. But like, I feel like Tatum and Shea are equal level of responsibility. It's just Shea does more because he has to, but it's not that Tatum can't do that much. It's just that he's on a team where he has other
Tatum
players.
Can do that. He's been a part of like,
but not on the same. He can't do it on the same level as Luka and Jokic.
No, the passing's not there right now. He can't play like he can pass. He can pass well, but he can't play make. It's like two different. It's two different things. You know what I mean?
He plays
like
for
Jokic. There was a stat I saw. I don't remember. I can't find it, but it was like the most uncontested easy layups, Aaron Gordon was like the fucking by far has the most open easy layups in the league. So Jokic is just wide open layups to Aaron Gordon and all his teammates. Tatum is not going to do that, but he'll hit the wide open pass and like make, pass the ball. He's not going to ball hog it. So it's just a different dynamic when it comes to, I think, Jokic, Luka, Giannis, whoever you want to throw in there, and then like Tatum and all those other guys. Yeah, Embiid.
I think the thing is like popularity is not a big thing too, because Tatum I think he has the most jersey sales in the NBA too. So
does he?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it is just like less statistic wise, but I don't see him winning an MVP. I don't know ever.
His stats were still. He has to be on this team, and his stats be jumping off the wall. Like
in this, he's in Boston.
If he averaged SGA numbers on this team, like he would win MVP.
Yeah, he's the best small forward. He has a chance.
Well, you have like other people like Embiid averaging 35, and Wemby's coming about too. Like
65 games, bro. Don't forget 65 games.
But it's like
it's like the top threshold is so high right now that he has to get a 30 piece to be considered for MVP. Because
right now we're
he had a 30 piece last year. It's just like wasn't enough though, because you have Embiid doing what he's doing and Jokic doing historic stats too. Like
well, last year they weren't 35. The Celtics also weren't as good this last year as they were this year. Like this year, I think they're the most dominant team in the regular season. Like everyone can agree on that.
Yeah, because the best team, not the best player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if he averaged what he did last year, this year, I think I don't know if he would have won it, but he would be for sure in conversations. It's just that his numbers are down a little bit, and it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like his numbers are down from last season, but it's people like to put their own criteria on certain things and like move the goalposts. Like we see this every year with Jokic and Embiid. It's like 1 year, oh, this dude's the MVP. Next year, like, oh, we're not going to give it to him because the playoffs. Like people just make up their own rules. Yeah. So,
but there's always someone who's going like super crazy, and I don't know if Tatum will ever have that super crazy season to the point where he gets an MVP.
I think he could.
Well, I mean, right now he's the best small forward in the league. Can we not agree? As when we're doing this,
like he's not that far off from winning MVP. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, he's close, bro.
Like if he was averaging 5 more points,
they'd still give it to Jokic though.
No,
5 more points.
Not this year. This year, Jokic his stats are there, but he's not winning as much as I wanted him to.
If he actually had that Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality, like he wishes he did, he would be an MVP. Like if he was as aggressive as Kobe Bryant, he would be averaging 35 points.
That's just not his personality. I remember someone talking about how like him and KD kind of have the same leadership style, that they're not like outspoken or like media per se, like their media or their like personality doesn't pop out to the media. So
you don't got the charisma.
Yeah,
Tatum is just like
no aura.
He don't yell at anybody except the refs.
Yeah.
Like,
but Tatum has the most jersey sales though. Like he's popular, people know him.
He's a good player, and he's very playoff success. He plays for a storied franchise, so people like him, obviously. But it's just that his game is fun to watch, but he doesn't have that leadership personality that some of these other players.
No swag.
What is that one account that be having them fucking zodiac signs? Like all these energies don't match up. Jason Tatum energy just don't match up with the other alpha players in the league.
I don't know. I really don't think he'll win an MVP.
I think in this
championships are better though. So
in this era, I don't think he has a high chance of winning one either. Honestly,
next era too. We got Wemby in the league, bro.
Bro, he's not gonna. This fool's not gonna care. Jason Tatum is not gonna care if he goes and wins 3 Finals MVPs. I promise you.
I think Wemby's a few years away from winning MVP. Like the team's still got to be good. Like he's gonna do his thing, obviously, but the Spurs aren't gonna be like championship contenders for at least 3 years.
But we can project like maybe he wins 2 to 4 MVPs. That's 2 to 4 seasons.
Yeah, at some point though. But the dude is 19. Like that's in the way in the future.
Then we have Luka. What if Luka gets a good team? That's another MVP on the way.
I hope he wins it this year. I think Luka deserves it.
Jokic or Luka, most likely. SGA is in the conversation too, just because of his team.
I'm not giving it to SGA. I don't give a fuck.
I feel like Jokic is gonna stop giving a fuck at some point. Like,
yeah, and someone else will take over though. That's why I think like it's like my argument when like we bring up Jimmy Butler and like who's he gonna beat in the NBA Finals? There's always someone like better than him type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess. But Tatum, I mean, yeah, he might not win MVP, but if he doesn't, he'll be like a Kawhi Leonard type of thing where I could see him still winning Finals MVPs and stuff and just not having an MVP. Yeah. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard's situation is different, but just the fact Tatum's always on good teams and he'll have Finals MVPs. But you know,
and Kawhi, like
he
actually
individual respect.
Yeah, Kawhi actually doesn't even care about that too, but you can see that Tatum cares since the comments he brings up about it and stuff like that. So,
well, yeah, you
Kawhi
want to be
actually
recognized.
cares about winning.
Yeah, these players that be saying like, "Oh, I don't care about this," they actually like Jimmy Butler's the only person I believe that actually doesn't care.
These guys just want checks though. I know Jimmy and Kawhi just want like money.
I don't even think. Well, yeah, I don't even know if Jimmy wants to check. I think he just wants to be left alone. To be honest with you, you see that happened today. You saw that fight that happened today with the Pelicans.
He got choked out.
Wait,
I didn't see it.
By Najee Marshall, he choked him out.
I'm gonna pull it up right here.
Jimmy?
I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah.
Hey, Bez, while you pull that up, I have a question. If I click on my screen, stream this to your audience, is it gonna cancel your like stream?
I have no idea. I don't know. Try it.
Try it.
Yeah, make sure it's not copyrightable. That's the thing we got copyrighted.
Nah, bro, we'll be fine. It's just a clip. I'm gonna try streaming it to my YouTube. I want to see what happens.
All right. I saw someone else was in a fight too after the game. Thomas Bryant and someone else.
All right, y'all ready to watch this? I think this is a little thing.
Hold on. Oh yeah, never mind.
And he's held up by Kevin.
Oh, I can.
Didn't Jose Alvarado also get in a fight?
Yeah, it's like 4 players got ejected.
They didn't show it. And you need the other angle.
No, they'll show a replay. Relax.
Okay.
They got the slow motion of it. But they went back at it too. Najee Marshall out here looking like a homeless man.
Yeah, that's an ugly court, bro.
These are ugly. What kind of Timberwolves jerseys are the Pelicans wearing? Like, I don't get the colorway.
You get the logo too. I don't get the concept.
I get the Mardi Gras, but like you got to throw some purple in there. So.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, but it just looks like Timberwolves because it's just green and black.
I didn't see this.
That. Then a fan threw some shit.
What kind of weak ass camera is this?
A fan threw some shit, and then Thomas Bryant went at him or something.
Yeah, I see the Thomas Bryant one. Like,
he's going with another player though, not a fan, right?
No, it's a fan. A fan threw something, and then they got
Thomas
involved.
Bryant swung.
Oh, it's live. 7:20.
So finally, the two teams separated.
Oh, they got a slow-mo under this or above this.
There it is.
Let me see.
damn.
Whole hand on his throat.
Look at Jimmy. He put Isaiah Stewart, bro. He's not having that.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy's not one to play.
I heard Najee's a black belt in Taekwondo. Did you guys know that? I heard Najee's a black belt in Taekwondo.
Same with some other guy.
No, I'm just straight capping. I'm just lying. I'm lying straight out of my ass. I haven't heard shit.
This guy. I thought he actually is though.
No, it's James Johnson. James Johnson's
right.
a black belt.
Did you see the stat where it's like this guy has more knockouts than like field goals made or something? Bro, I swear I started laughing. It's like, why is this guy still in the NBA?
Exactly for that reason, because he's a black belt or whatever.
They're scared to fire him.
He comes in the game like 3 hard fouls and checks out. That's his whole role.
That's insane.
It's his job.
That actually is the designated fouler. The PJ Tucker role.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you just need no, I don't got nothing else. Do you?
Yeah, I have a game. We can play.
All right, let's do it. I think Gabe had a star bench cut too, so
yeah,
we can get to it.
Let's start this. So since there's not that much NBA news this week, since they're gone for
one game since
we have one game in this final stretch of NBA season till the playoffs.
So I thought about it like a NBA what if scenarios, and if somebody did this, would you have them in this regard, or what would you think about this player? So I have 5 of them, or four of them. My first one is, what if Kevin Durant won 2 chips without Golden State? Where would you put him all time?
2 chips.
Yeah, the 2 chips that he won.
That's not even believable. Like, at least say one.
I'm saying, like, instead of being at Golden State, he won 2 in OKC.
Oh, you're saying instead of Golden State, like if he just went.
I thought you said he never won chips.
So Curry goes down from 4 to 2, right? Like confirmed. Like
we're not adding that.
Curry
we're just thinking about KD. KD won.
Well, yeah, why are you bringing up Curry, bro? My man wanted to hit on Curry so bad.
No, because if Curry has 4 chips.
Right?
Because if Curry has 4 chips, I'm not moving him above Curry. He's gonna be below him regardless. You feel me? That's why I'm saying, does Curry lose his 2 chips in this what if scenario? Then he's under Curry. Because if Curry has 4, KD has 2. I don't care.
I'm gonna say. I mean, I don't know.
He said, "Where you rate him all time?" Just not
Curry.
In terms of Curry.
Yeah, where do you have Curry then?
Like top 11, 12. under him.
So you'd have
all
KD
time.
All time. He's 12 to like 13 in here. Yeah.
It
So it'll be under
depends
that.
where he won him though. Like, did he win him in Brooklyn?
Okay, see.
Oh,
He
okay.
stays.
See, he
Also,
stays.
Russ goes up too.
This guy.
What are you doing? We're just talking about KD.
Yeah, man. Like,
This KD. Hypothetically KD.
Where's my Westbrook jersey?
I mean, this is
so he
more-
won his 2 somewhere else. I think it
Yeah.
would definitely be higher.
Like him as the number 1 leader type of thing.
probably be a top 10
Yeah.
player. He would move in the
You put him
top
at
10.
10?
for me. Yeah, like
I still
right
think he
now,
needs to
yeah.
have
So
more chips.
even if he only has 2, it's just like
No,
it's
because
like
he like
it's
that.
like an Aaron Rodgers type of deal. Like he only has 1.
I don't know.
but
I can't give him that. He'll be under
He's
like
like
Curry and
one
Hakeem
of the best
Olajuwon
ever.
for me.
Why would he be under Hakeem?
Hakeem has 2 rings, but he has like Depoy and shit like that, so it matters.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
Yeah,
even
but
watch a single one of his
KD's
games.
offensive.
Like,
No, I watched
You
him when
did
he
not
whooped
see a
Shaq.
single-
I watched him
No,
when he
you
whooped
didn't.
Shaq. I was alive
no,
at
you
that
did
time.
not.
I
This
was.
guy watched Luca and when he was back home.
Yeah,
and
when
Shut
he
the
was-
fuck up, dude. That's true.
Hey,
Watch
watch
Luka
Luka.
Like, bro,
Madrid.
Hey, no disrespect to Bill Russell, but I can never put Bill Russell in my top 10 because I never seen that motherfucker play a second of
Facts, bro.
basketball.
I hate Hassan, talk right now. Where's Bill Russell right now in your top 10?
I was letting him
I
finish
hate
his
you.
point. I still
But
have
you
Bill
just
Russell
said
top
you
10
said he's
because-
not passing Hakeem Olajuwon, and you haven't seen him play second
I
either.
did.
Well, just because of like how many rings he's won, and then like him saving the NBA, being a player coach, and everything, that counts too.
I respect Bill
opinion.
Russell, like RIP, respect, but I can't put him there because I never seen him play. Respect to
That's
him.
fair,
I'm
that's
sure.
fair.
I'm sure. Dr. J got him in his top 10 and don't have LeBron in his top 10. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like that's how
Yeah.
the errors are gonna be. Fucking
I
Brandon Miller
take
got
into
Paul
account
George
how-
at
me
number 1.
Yeah, I see where you come from. Me personally, I put him there because of what he's done. So even if I watched it or not,
Yeah.
like Will, I haven't watched Will, but
Paul George is
he's
just a
up
T-Mac of
100
this
points.
generation.
Huh?
KD with 2 chips by
Pretty
himself is top
much.
20.
I said Paul George is just a T-Mac of this generation.
Well, not necessarily. T-Mac
Okay.
ain't even won a playoff series, so
T-Mac
I mean, Paul George
has not made out the
doesn't have
first
a whole
round,
lot of playoff
except for
wins
the
either.
Spurs when he got carried.
hey, that
Except for the
Pacers
Spurs.
Paul
Besides
George
Pacers.
though.
Yeah, besides
Yeah.
Pacers. But since he's
T-Mac don't even have that. If T-Mac did that
Yeah,
on
that's
the
true, that's
Magic
true.
or like the Rockets, I would be
Yeah.
I'm with you. But
He
Well,
wrote
I'd
that
have-
to
having
the
I'd have-
Spurs.
one playoff series win is insane, and you're like one of the
Yeah,
best of all
that's
time.
insane. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'd probably put KD like top 10 to 15 if he was 1-2 because everybody ahead of him has so many championships and have the same accolades. So
Yeah.
If he might have won some more MVPs if he was on his own too.
yeah, right, maybe another OKC MVP.
Yeah.
Still, like they still have all those other guys have championships and multiple MVPs, at least.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
guess
have
so.
that. You
I still
gotta
think
have that.
if-
It's
I'll
like
have
a
to sit
barrier
down
to
and-
entry.
and name
Think
people,
about
but
it.
That's got to be like the barrier to entry, Hassan, to that like ranking. You gotta have at least some of these, at least.
I think possible top 10.
Possibly,
he'd
yeah.
be-
If he
he'd
ended
be
his
like
career,
top 12 easily. Top 12 easily.
yeah, top
I would
12. I'd put him
comfortably-
there.
I think that's
15.
max level. Like,
All right,
blazing.
next one. What if Steph Curry won another championship with Golden State before he retires? So he wins 5 rings. Where'd you
Good
put
for
him
him.
all time?
I
Good
kill
for
myself.
I wouldn't even rate.
No, just
Crazy. That's so wild.
He'll solidify my top 10, and then I got to think about it a little more.
I'd
I put him over.
Solidify.
I put him as my best point guard of all time.
5
He's
Rings,
already
rings,
the
yeah.
best point.
Well, I mean, me personally, because Magic Johnson's like top 5 easily. So if you put on your bank's point card, then he'd be
Yeah,
top
so
5.
Curry would be probably 5. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll put Curry 5. He had
Because if
5
he gets
rings.
5
Because-
rings and then like
Because here's my
That's
logic.
kind of
So
like
right now, here's some players I have over Curry. I'll put Shaq over Curry. I put Magic. I put Tim Duncan. But if Curry gets what was his number 5, like he's gonna have the same amount as Duncan. He'll have more than Shaq. He'll have Magic. Obviously, like his situation is different, but like he'll probably have enough accolades to clear him. Like the only
I'd
people
say
above
he'd beat Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain, in my opinion.
No, I'm saying the only people above him for me would probably be like LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, and Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
Yeah, probably Kobe. Just
Same list for me.
But
as
even
best.
then,
Same
like
list.
even in like Kobe, the only thing Kobe like at that point, the only thing Kobe would add over him is like the off court and like legacy stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Defense
what he
stuff,
meant
too.
to the game.
defense too.
So
His
that
defense too.
But
That's
also
a
just
huge
like
part of the game.
they both have 5 rings, but then Kobe would only have 1 MVP to Steph's 2. You know, all the
Yeah.
shooting. So at that point, it'd be even a toss up with him and Kobe. Personally,
Yeah.
I would put Kobe because I'm a Laker fan and I grew up on him and everything he meant to the game in general. But I wouldn't even be mad if he won another ring. I wouldn't even be mad if someone had him ahead of Kobe at that point.
Especially like on his own, like he did before. So,
especially if he was another one, like
top 7.
If he was in the same situation, like if the Warriors didn't do anything, like they just had this same team, then that's even more impressive.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he wins another MVP, more All NBAs on his resume too. So the 5th one would kind of solidify top 10 for sure.
I think he's already top 10. I feel you got to do more for me. You got to.
He's already top 10. Curry, but
because you don't have Bill Russell up there. So.
Correct.
I actually have my list in front of me. I could throw it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got
artificial new.
Hold up. Can I? Nah, so I'll read it out. I don't want to share it. LeBron number 1. Then I got Jordan, Kobe, Kareem, Magic, Shaq, Tim Duncan, Steph Curry, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, so no Bill Russell in the top 10. It's interchangeable for me.
Bill Russell top 15 though. Shout out to Bill Russell, but he averaged like 12 points in his career. I can't do it.
Thank you.
Curry right now is my 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think Curry's above Wilt, just because like Wilt had all the numbers and stuff, but like winning when it comes to winning, Curry clears.
Yeah,
also he played with like porn stars and shit or whatever.
Yeah, I can see why. Those are the 2 guys I take out of the top 10 that I have on my top 10 currently because of those things, but I hold them a bit higher in regard as to why that.
You got respect for the OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Too much respect.
Another one I had, since you mentioned LeBron, and I don't have him as my number 1. Do you think if he wins another championship, he'd be the greatest player of all time?
Oh yeah. He's already that to me, but like
solidified.
If he wins one more at 40 years old, that's got to give it, bro. Winning at 40 years old and being that dude is crazy, Hassan.
If he wins one at this age, that's gotta
crazy.
Dude, because if he's 40, averaging 30 in the playoffs, nobody in the universe could say anything ever again, bro. This is insane. He's 40, averaging a triple-double, 30-point game. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
That dick suck would be insane, bro.
And also, like when it comes to NBA, when it comes to NBA history, bro. If LeBron does that, bro, they're gonna show so many graphics where it's like when he was a teenager versus now, and it's like the same numbers. He got a ring both. Like it's gonna be insane agenda pushing with these graphics if he wins another championship.
Can't even make that up, honestly.
Like 20 years of dominance, like all this.
Me personally,
like, have the 2K graphics. Like this is when LeBron started dominating the league.
I don't think he'd ever pass Jordan unless he won 6 chips.
I think it's just a stupid argument, but
I don't get why losing in the finals is better than not making it.
Yeah,
I mean, if you win 6 is insane. 6-0 compared to LeBron's record is insane.
No, Jordan ain't 6-0. Jordan like 6-6. He just didn't make to the finals those other years, but he lost for sure. You
gotta count playoff entry. You gotta be like, okay, lost first round. Why are we not counting it?
Because Isaiah whooped that ass. Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boy Pistons, they sent him into retirement. That motherfucker said, "I'm not beating him, so I'm gonna leave the league for 2 years."
I only care about his wins.
L's on my resume.
I only care about the Dubs.
This argument is like the comment, like the
that's what I'm saying.
Debate in high school.
That's like
they only care about the Dubs.
Yeah,
dude. What Michael Jordan did is that if LeBron retired for 2 years while Steph Curry had Kevin Durant, that's what Jordan did. If LeBron retired for 2 years, so Kevin Durant can win his championship, then came back and then won again with Cleveland.
That's not true because if LeBron, if MJ never retired yet, he'd have more rings.
Nah, you can't just say that.
I don't think so.
What?
I think he would. Because
they lost the year before he retired.
What is this glazing projection? This is such insane glazing.
Okay, but my reasoning as to why he has to win 6 is because it's so close to the point where
but if LeBron got 5 rings and 7 finals appearances, that's not good enough. Like 7 finals appearances can't equal 1 ring.
He didn't get it done 7 times. Or how many times did he miss?
This is dumb.
I don't know. I'm just making
it. It's just such a disingenuous argument to be like, oh, he just couldn't get it done. Oh, he just didn't get it done. Like,
yeah. I mean, to be the greatest ever, you got to get it done.
He has valid excuses. Other than 1 finals, he has valid excuses for all of them. Other than the one against the first one against Dallas in the Heat, that was the only one that he for sure.
That's where he lost the debate. Michael Jordan would never lose.
That's just stupid.
As a guy,
Michael Jordan lost the debate when he went to play different.
If he's in the first round, though, it's all good.
Okay, but we just can't care about the wins, right?
This is dumb. No. That's stupid. They only care about the when you win.
Dude, 6 wins is impressive and one of the toughest eras ever.
Yeah,
this is never going to change, you guys.
No. Don't say 6 wins. Say 6 wins when he made it to the finals. Don't leave out the other stuff.
Okay, 6-0 when he made it to the finals. Every year,
and also, I also care about longevity. That matters to me too. So,
oh my god,
yeah, no. Why should that should not matter? Jordan was
because
dominant
you should only
for
compare
the 12 years.
Prime for the greatest ever. You can
also Jordan's not
okay. So let me ask you this question though: How come T.J. Warren isn't one of the best players in NBA history? He had an amazing prime of 12 games. It was an incredible prime. It was an incredible prime.
Nah, bro, because even if we're talking
Isaiah Thomas, why is he not in the Hall of Fame? The short one, the 5'9" one.
He had one good when it comes to the peak conversation, you're not going to tell me there's any player better than 2018 Bron ever in life, in history. There's not a single one. There's not even close. Like, there was no year that Jordan, none of Jordan's best years were as good as 2018 Bron.
I don't know about
when
that.
it comes to skill, like real skill,
not
a single one.
I don't know about that one, Omari.
It doesn't matter. Bron averaged 37 in the playoffs. Like
I agree with you. 2018 is not my favorite version of Bron. I'd say like 2014 as the Heat. I think that's the best player I've ever seen play basketball. Just because you're the best ever doesn't mean you're the greatest. I'll give LeBron. He's the GOAT. He's the best player I've ever seen play basketball. But he's not the greatest player ever.
So why isn't Bill Russell ahead of Tim Duncan? Why isn't Bill Russell ahead of Tim Duncan in your all-time list if winning is
obviously taken into context? Like Will Chamberlain was dropping 100 against Plumbers. That's why we don't think he's the greatest player ever, and he didn't win against Bill Russell too.
Yeah, so. you don't think that
Bill Russell's a bad example. He's obviously like
Tim Duncan was playing against Shaq, Kobe, and still won 5 times.
But dude, there's so many expose videos of Jordan in his era, dude. Like.
Dude, he played against
at the end of the day, I want to respect the 80s and 90s.
Like,
bro,
Shaq.
What are those three players?
Omari is better every single year. The talent level is way crazier this year than it is.
Okay, but
than it
so
was
you're supposed to knock down the Jordan.
Omari, what are those three players? Those
players are still talented too. The ruling was different also.
Those three players on the Chicago Bulls, they're literally going on a world tour because they was capping about Michael Jordan's entire documentary, saying how great he was, and they were like tired of getting disrespected. Like,
dude, one of his he did it by himself too.
Ex-wife, of course, he's gonna go on tour talking about MJ. His own kid was smashing his ex-wife.
Jordan was saying like, "Oh, I did it by myself. I made these guys raw chumps and I turned them into champions." And they're saying, "No,
I don't know about that narrative."
Yeah, because Jordan wasn't doing nothing before they got there.
Okay, LeBron
buckets. He was like fucking greatest. He was like Jalen Green.
He has the most Hall of Famers he's ever played with, ever in NBA history. Has the most Hall of Famers played with.
Okay, dude, that's hella out of context too. The people make those graphics and then put yeah. People make those graphics and then be having like Cavs Shaq. They have Cavs Shaq.
I'm talking about like obviously like Dwayne Wade was good. Bosh is going to be a Hall of Famer.
It was an obvious. A lot of these
Kyrie's going to be a Hall of Famer. Anthony Davis is going to be a Hall of Famer. Like these guys are all really good top level talent.
Okay, but Kyrie was doing nothing before Bron.
You act like Jordan.
Kyrie was him.
Yeah, as the 15 seed.
Okay, it was still him. Look what he did with
him. But yeah, then Bron walked over
there dropping 40 bombs back to back.
In the brother.
It's just such a close debate. I mean, I have LeBron at 2, and I think.
Hey, Scottie Pippen is him too. He left to the Trailblazers, and they made the playoffs.
I think Scottie Pippen 6-0.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen 6-0 too.
Did he win a chip?
He made it to the Western Conference Finals
and lost
with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, but Jordan never made it to the Western Conference. He didn't have Timmy Jordan on his team.
How many Western Conference Finals Jordan made?
I don't know, 6. That's 6-0.
Nah, he made no Western
Conference. He ain't made no Western Conference Finals. He was in a weaker conference.
He went to the East and the West.
How many playoff berths he have on the Wizards?
Exactly.
How many chips he have on the Wizards?
He averaged 30 though. Career average 30. And LeBron doing that?
No matter. No. Yeah, dude. If he wanted to, he could average 45.
Who has the most points of all in NBA history?
Yeah, longevity. That's
exactly.
all you need. He'll always win that award.
Like I said, Bron, in my opinion, Bron has the peak. Bron has the peak argument and the longevity argument.
Career wise, he doesn't have a peak.
There's not a single bro like 2018. Like Jordan is not taking that Cavs team to no finals ever.
That's just
he's not putting the backpack on. He's not putting the backpack on like these.
I don't know about
LeBron got the greatest championship of all time, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fair. I agree with you there.
So that's the peak he's talking about right there.
I think Jordan can take him to the finals. I think Jordan can take him to the finals.
One ring is the greatest ring ever, arguably.
Like, doesn't mean it's the greatest ever just because it's the greatest ring. There's a lot of things that happen to win that ring.
So that's what I'm saying. Like Jordan, he got 2 little final sweeps against garbage teams in the West equals LeBron's 1 win against the super team. 3.
Okay, LeBron has one of the worst final losses ever.
That don't matter. That was the first one.
And
that was the second one.
First one with the super team. Lost to one man in Dirk Nowitzki.
Dog, it's a one man.
Yeah, so
God.
then the defending champs, Kobe Bryant, lose to them too, right?
Him,
right before that?
It was a good team, but he didn't have a super team, did he? Then he played the Scrubs, OKC Scrubs, young Kevin
the
Durant.
defending champs, they have a super team?
No.
Their team was really good.
Hassan.
Not as good as the LeBron's team.
Hassan.
What?
Hassan, what are you talking about?
Dude, by the way, the Mavericks ran through the Thunder that year too. They ran through the Thunder, who had KD and Westbrook. They ran through the Lakers, so they was just killing everybody. It wasn't.
It was a great team. It wasn't like they were
the third seed though. That year in 2011, they were the third seed in the Mavs.
It don't matter. Third seed is a mass.
It's a good seed. It's not like
they're the best team.
The Heat made the finals as the 8th seed.
They had a good run. That's all I'm saying. It's not like they ran through the Timberwolves and the fucking Kings, and then oh my god, they just happened to be LeBron. They beat the Lakers, the Thunder, probably another good team. I'm forgetting. So like
real nigga teams.
Okay, the Thunder, young Thunder team. That's another.
They made it to the finals the year before or the year after.
Year after,
right after 2012, and LeBron whooped them.
KD an MVP too? Am I tripping? I don't know.
That year, KD, I think so. Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Yeah,
young. He's an MVP player, bro. Stop this.
He's still young, like no experience.
Give credit to that. No, he got MVP
for sure. But they was.
You got to give credit to the Mavs. Like
I do. The Mavs. I am giving them credit, but we're acting like he didn't have. Dirk was the only superstar on that team.
No, yeah, for sure. It was the worst loss, but it's like I'm not going to make that erase everything else he did because of the one.
Well, I'm not saying that too. It's like a nitpicking battle.
You are. You said he lost the debate right there.
Yeah, so you did.
Yeah, JJ Barea was fucking him up.
Bro, it don't matter.
No, he wasn't, bro. That's just memes, bro. That's meme culture. JJ Barea was not fucking no one up, bro.
I'm sure if you looked at the per possession basis, fucking, you know what I mean? There's not going to be like Bron is shooting 30%.
And honestly, nobody was locking Bron up. It was mostly just Bron like trying to be too pass heavy. Like he was trying to do too much with the passes. That was when I don't know if y'all remember, but Dwayne Wade said the next year, like, bro, this is your team. Like, I know I'm Miami and all that, but like, you gotta, if we want to win, you have to be the guy.
Well, that shouldn't even be a question. If that was Jordan, we already knew it was this team. LeBron's just too passive.
Different mentality. That don't mean that he's not a better player. It's just different mentality.
And then Ray Allen saved his career too. Let's not forget.
Man, come on, man.
I'm just kidding. On to the next.
Hey, Tony Kukoc saved Jordan's career.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
The last one I had is what happened
and Kobe.
Where would you rank Luka Doncic if he won the MVP or not MVP, the NBA Finals this year? Would he be the best player in the NBA?
Top 5 all time.
In the NBA,
top 2, right next to Wemby. Him and Wemby are 1 and 2, right there, 1-2 punch.
Did you see what Gilbert Arenas said?
Nah.
He said Luka's already the best European player ever.
Yeah, I don't know about greatest. I mean,
Jokic is better.
Skill wise, skill wise.
Yeah, he said I don't give a fuck. Jokic is fat.
Jokic is fat.
I don't know if he said he was fat and like legit, but like he said something along those lines. Like he's not athletic enough or something.
Luka's just more exciting because that nigga can put up fucking 70 points.
Luka's fat too.
But everybody right now, like you value scoring, so I think that Jokic is better all around. You know, I think he's a slightly better playmaker. Obviously, he's a better rebound. He's fucking 70.
Is he even better than Dirk yet? Like, can we even say Luka's better than Dirk yet? Like, I don't know.
Nah, he gotta get
some other accolades. At least Jokic has accolades.
Not greater. I don't know.
Yes, that's accolade. Yeah. At least Jokic has
2 MVPs.
Dirk
might
MVP,
get another one.
Finals,
another championship.
Yeah.
So if Luka wins a chip this year, does he surpass Dirk Nowitzki?
Not yet.
Yes.
Not yet. You got to get an MVP too.
Yeah.
You got to get the hardware. I don't think he does, bro. I'm not giving it like
the league is too talented. It's hard. It's like the league was really talented when Dirk won, but right now, like it's. I feel like winning one these days. I feel like how do I phrase
impressive.
As time goes on, winning one is going to be more and more like impressive because of how good people are.
Talent.
You know what I mean? Like there's so many people right now. Like even with the Tatum conversation, like I feel like in other years Tatum would be in the MVP conversation. Right now he's barely even top 5 if he is. You know what I mean?
That's a good point you made. I want to add on to that by saying, you know how we used to have like 3-peats and like repeat champions. I feel like now if that happens, it's going to be like insane. Like if a team wins 2 in a row, it'd be damn near like a 3-peat was back in the day. That. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like it would have to be like an insane like dynasty type shit. Like before dynasties were 3-peat, but I feel like nowadays if you win 2 in a row, like we can consider you like the Heat dynasty. They never won 3, but they won 2 in a row and obviously made to the finals. But it's just been harder to get back there as time goes on.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I think
because I think he'll win a MVP along the line too, down the line. So if he wins a chip first, I already put him ahead because of the statistics, what I've seen from him, especially his like playoff performance stats. That would have to carry on for him to win a championship. So
I'm
at
looking
the
at
end of the
it.
day, Dirk only has one. So if Luka gets one, there's no reason to be like, nah, but Dirk's just better. You know what I mean? Like Luka's stats. If it wasn't for the chip, Luka, I would say like stats wise and skill wise, I'm gonna take Luka. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
100%.
I'm looking at a list
obviously,
here.
you gotta give Dirk his credit.
I'm looking at a list here from Hoops Hype, and they're ranking the top 40 European players. Luka's already 5.
At least,
So
at least.
Who's the top 5?
It was number 1 Dirk, number 2 was Giannis, number 3 was Jokic, number 4 was
counts.
Number 4 is Pau Gasol, and then 5 is Luka.
How's Dirk better than Jokic or Giannis?
Pau's kind of crazy, honestly. I love Pau. No disrespect to Pau.
Yeah, Luka's better. Come on now.
But come on now. Yeah, like
I think they're just
very
saying
pivotal, very, very important.
I think they're taking it. I think they're taking into account like what they did overseas too, because he got 2 gold medals.
Overseas.
So Pau won 2 gold medals with Spain. They was fucking us up back in the day. I remember.
Yeah,
2008. They had to go get the redeem team because of his ass.
Yeah.
So
I guess if you want to take it,
if he can counting everything, but
Luka only played 5 years, 6 years, and they played like damn near 20. Or Dirk and what's his name? Pau.
Yeah, they put here like he's well on his way to being like at the top, but it's just that he's like young as hell right now. Like they anticipate him being there, but they're just saying we got to respect the OGs.
Yeah,
basically.
The top 5 is crazy. Like 5 years in, 6 years in.
Yeah,
basically.
If Luka had a great team, like,
and the dudes
like
under
Luka
him
was drafted to the Celtics, like Tatum was.
Yeah, no, he'd win a chip already.
Yeah, it was like they have a chip already.
The players under him too. The players under him too. Like I don't even think it's close. Like Tony Parker, he's clearing him. Like Marcus Gasol, he's clearing him. Gobert.
Hall of Famer.
Like speak that's
Peja Stojakovic. Like so. Arvidas Sabonis.
AK-47.
Tony Kukoc is on here.
Hassan, go look at my TikTok right now.
Joakim Noah's French. I had no idea, bro. What the fuck?
Was he?
He's French?
Yeah, I just found that out right now.
But is he like French? Like, is he French American or is he just like straight from France?
I don't know. I'm on his European ranking and he's over here number 16.
I guess that's crazy. I'd be so surprised. I thought he went to like. Well, I mean, he could have just came to college in the States, but
no, he did. He went to Florida.
Yeah, so I thought he was just from the States. That's crazy.
Gallinari, Porzingis, Turkoglu. Yeah.
You guys have any other what ifs? That was all mine.
I was gonna do a similar thing, but for Jokic. So if Jokic wins a back-to-back championship, like where would you put him? Is he top 10 now?
MVP?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
No, he'd be top 15 too.
What?
You don't think he's passing Wilt Chamberlain with 2 Finals MVPs? He might. What if he wins the MVP, regular season MVP, and another ring this year?
Yeah, so 3-time MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time NBA champion. He'd be still like. He'd be like under Curry, higher than Kevin Durant, because those guys have won like multiple 4. You have to win 4 to be in that top 10 conversation, at least I'd say.
But like, is he better than Larry Bird to you?
It's like
if he wins,
career wise or like skill wise.
Bro, Jokic is one of the best.
I mean, however you rank him. I don't know.
No, Larry Bird was still higher because he saw
he's better.
MVPs and three like because I think Larry Bird won 3 MVPs and 3 championships. So.
He's better.
He was a good defender too.
Yeah,
he's better.
Yeah,
Larry and Bird more like all NBA accolades too.
Bird, like
those are fake.
I like giving Larry Bird his respect because coldest white nigga right now.
Those are fake.
It was fucked up.
I'd probably put him at 12. He'd be number 12 all time.
It was fucked up, bro. Larry Bird was asking for the All-Star game to be competitive, and they just didn't do that shit at all.
Dude, I think multiple people went into their locker room too and told them to be more competitive, but it's only
Vince,
money.
Right?
Adam Silver was not happy though. Adam Silver, when he was announcing the MVP, was like, "You guys scored the most points. Yay! Here's your."
Oh, he sounded so awkward.
No, he was not happy, bro. They scored 211 points in an NBA game. Like,
yeah, because people are just pissed. It's supposed to be the best pickup game of all time, or the best pickup game of the year.
It's not even pickup. Like their pickup games in the summertime be harder.
Yeah, Kobe said they try harder at UCLA runs. Yeah,
they do. They do.
No one's watching.
The fucking Chris Brickley.
Sadly,
maybe they just gotta have Chris Brickley watching, or just have it in the Chris Brickley gym.
Just put a camera in there.
Yeah, just put a camera in there. That's the All-Star.
Facts.
I think it's because of the extra stuff too. We didn't talk about it, but I feel like they got to go there, take pictures, sign autographs, do media. By the time the game comes around, they're just like, bro, I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. Like, I want to be here.
But that's more money for them. You know how many sponsors and partnerships are there for that too? Like,
no, it's true, but I'm just saying, like, if they had obviously having the game like the first day would kind of kill the whole event because you want to have the main event last. But like, the same time, like, you don't want them to be fed up with being there because after like 3 days there, especially in a city like Indiana. Obviously, Miami and whatever, like they'll probably be happy to be there. But you could tell, like they don't want to be in these like Charlotte, Indiana. Well, Charlotte might not be there, but like
crazy. I think it was a snowstorm going on too.
Yeah, Milwaukee, like these cities, for sure, those cities are not going to have good All-Star games because people already don't want to be there, so they're just trying to get in and out. But like maybe LA and like Chicago was that All-Star game that had the competitive fourth quarter, like that last. So maybe the bigger cities, like players would also just want to be there, so it'll just get more incentive.
Yeah. To your point, though, like players like Scotty Barnes and Tyrese Maxey, they're not going to get that much attention throughout the damn year. So like they shouldn't be complaining. Even like players like Donovan Mitchell, ask Jaylen Brown too. They're not going to get that much media attention. So soak it all in for 3 days or 2 days, bro. Like you'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, the first time All-Stars for sure, they just gotta they gotta just go out there and do their best.
Yeah.
But like
especially
LeBron,
if LeBron's like out here trying year 20, like you guys can try too, bro.
Nah, he wasn't even trying, bro. Don't even start.
Well, I mean,
Jokic was low-key trying, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Jokic and Luka pissed me off that game, bro.
They'll never try.
No, Jokic was actually like besides like he was doing goofy shit, but he was trying like in terms of like he was actually running like the fast break and stuff, which was more than I expected from him. But he was definitely doing some dumbass shit. Like,
dog,
throwing reverse miss.
Luka shooting that 80-foot shot gave me break, bro. I got pissed, dog.
No, he will never try. He will never try. He will never.
Even for the money,
they gotta stop playing him. Oh, give him the All-Star, but fuck him, bro. I don't want to see him there.
Yeah, let him check in and sub him out immediately, just so he can get the.
Or don't play the second half. I don't know why he's getting so many minutes.
I don't get like why at least putting players in that will try. I don't get why they do that. All these guys are All-Star level players. Like fans are gonna want to see every single one of them play. So just don't play the dudes that aren't trying. Like get in Maxey, get in Scotty. I don't care if it's maybe some of these first-time All-Stars. I feel like if they're at least giving a shit, the game will be more competitive, and that'll mean more than seeing LeBron out there not giving a fuck.
Defense too. If they just play defense, they'll be more competitive overall. I think that's a big comments.
We're getting comments in the TikTok. Oh, these are not cool.
But
you went live on TikTok. What did they say?
Yeah, did you go log in? See how good it looks, best. I sent it to you. Check it out.
No, just read the comments. I don't see them here, but just read them out, bro.
Oh,
wait! It says that you're streaming.
Yeah, I tuned it in. Adam, make sure my door's locked, bro. Or you want to come in? You want to say something? Wait, Adam, Hassan, ask Adam the what if question. Adam, come here.
I can't see.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what's the what if you want me to ask Adam?
Which one?
Ask me. Which one do you want to ask him? He's here.
I finished my what ifs.
I forgot what they were.
This guy.
Ask him the Jokic one if he wins a ring and the MVP this year.
If Jokic wins MVP and one more ring, where do you rank him all time?
Third best center.
Where's that? No, where's the rank?
Is he top 10? Is he top 10?
Is he top 10?
He's like around 13.
Oh.
Ask him if he's better than Larry Bird. If he puts
will he be better than Larry Bird? What do you have Larry Bird on your ranking?
No, top 10. Yeah, he's gonna be worse than Bird still.
Okay. He said worse than Bird.
Okay.
I like it.
He knows ball. He knows ball.
Comprehensive knows ball.
I'm live on TikTok. Go join it.
Young boy knows ball. Okay.
Yeah, lock the door. Put the thing on it. Yeah, but this stuff.
What's some TikTok? I can't see him. I can only see your YouTube comments here.
Oh, Luka is a 2K demigod. I guess someone wants to ask Autumn something. That's fine. Wait, something about the F the Lakers, whatever.
Nigga, fuck you. Fuck you.
You want to do the star bench cut?
MVP's Luka 34-9-9.
34-9-9, huh?
Top 5 in the West.
That was another one. Where do you rank Luka? Ask him where he'd rank.
Luka. Here's one more.
Say it again. If Luka wins a ring this year, where do you rank him?
If Luka wins a ring this year, where is he ranked?
All time.
All time.
Yeah.
Right now.
No, not all time. In today's NBA.
Today's NBA.
Oh, today.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Still like 3.
Where would you rank him in today's NBA if he wins a ring?
Where would you rank Luka in today's NBA?
All right, if he wins the ring, he's the best player in the NBA. Simple.
That's what Curry. That's what Curry. Remember Giannis and Curry? He said he's the best. Curry's the best. Remember he said that?
I'd still put Jokic over him. He'd be top 3.
That's gonna make
Shades in the room is insane. Gabe is on his future type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Around top 20.
Around top 20.
All time if he wins MVP and Finals MVP.
Is he better than Dirk? Is he better than Dirk?
Is he better than Dirk?
Luka?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I said after you.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I said.
Like if he wins the Finals.
Yes.
Yeah, if he wins.
Yeah. If he wins the Finals MVP
better?
and
Obviously
the
not.
chip.
I don't know. Dirk had a hard run.
He did have a hard run.
See.
I mean, he's got
Context matters.
He does no ball.
Because context matters. Context matters.
No, but in the West these days, the West is crazy. You know what I mean? So Luka would obviously probably have a hard run.
He would have a hard run too.
And the East is crazy. You know what I mean? Like if he ends up going through the rest and then the Celtics or something, like that would be insane.
What if DeMar wins Finals MVP, Clutch Player of the Year? And bro, shut up.
If DeMar wins Finals MVP, I'm gonna marry Sidney Sweeney. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh my God, that's like such a good chance though.
I'm rooting for DeMar then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm rooting for DeMar.
If the Bulls make the playoffs, I'll fucking marry Sidney Sweeney. That's how bad
There you go. There you go. Wait, you know me? She'll marry you, right? No.
Whatever. No, I'm gonna marry her. What the fuck? Does it matter? Which way it is?
All right, man. Do the star bench cut.
No, I'm gonna react to the game later. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, star bench cut. Let's finish it off with the star bench.
All right, we got a good start bench cut. You want to stay here? You want to? Oh, you bro, sit down. The chair's here.
My man,
Charlie.
Dog
Block the door. Okay.
the
Tell
door.
Bez
Real
to
nigga
say it
shit going
again.
on.
Oh, Bez, he said say the Sidney Sweeney thing again.
I said if the Chicago Bulls make the playoffs, then I'm marrying Sidney Sweeney. That's how bad it is in Chicago right now.
There you go. Okay. So we got 3 regular start bench cuts, and we have 1 all-time start bench cut. So to start this off, this is a start bench cut. I actually don't know if we did this one or not, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yo, we should have a rep start bench cut.
Oh.
Tony
Bros
Brothers
on top.
Scott
Tony Bros on
Foster.
top.
Scott Foster, cut him.
Bez, he said, "See you in June, buddy, at the
Kill
wedding."
Scott Foster.
Yeah.
Facts.
Kill Scott Foster.
Okay.
Sounds like
Guys,
Gabe.
ready?
Not even a fuck, Mary kill. What are you talking about?
All right. Start bench cut. Are you ready? All right. The first set of people is Trae Young, Jalen Brunson, and Dame Dalla. Who are you start bench cutting?
I'm cutting Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Damn, just like that.
I'll
You
start.
can take a second. You can take a second.
start.
It doesn't have
I
to
don't
be
know about the
instant.
other two, but I'm definitely cutting Dame.
Really, I'll start. Jalen Brunson, bench, Damian Lillard, and cut Trae Young.
I'm gonna start Jalen Brunson, bench Trae Young. I'm gonna cut Damian Lillard.
Omari, what about you?
I agree with Hassan. I'm cutting Trae.
Yeah,
Cut Trae.
dude, I saw something today where like the Atlanta Hawks are 750 and 750 in their past like 1,000 something games.
Perfectly balanced.
That's crazy.
Super mid.
Hassan is in his good take era. Hassan, you got some fans today. Finally.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. What
yeah,
about
What do
you?
you got?
I'm just hating on
Who is that?
lately.
Trae, Brunson, and Dame.
Dame's washed. We're cutting Dame. Starting Brunson.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say that, but I just I'll be hating on him.
Dame is
All right.
involved.
All right.
Someone say that too.
Bez, what did you say the same list?
I
Cut
said
Dame.
I'm starting Brunson. I'm benching Trae.
Yeah, Brunson nice.
I was gonna do the same as that one. I had the same as Bez.
Dame's a 2-time 3-point champion.
But,
All-star game.
but right
Finals
now,
MVP.
whoa.
He's also a playoff riser.
Exactly.
I mean, like I don't know. Dame's like
I'll
Dame
just
and
go to
Dame and
Luka.
Trae is like very tough, but like I just feel like Dame has been so bad defensively this year too. It's like I don't know if his defense is that much worse than Trae's.
Trae will never be a good defender, at least though. So,
Dame's no longer one, if he ever was one. But
yeah, but I mean, shoot, Trae has no chance.
I
Dame
guess
cook
you're right,
Trae.
yeah. But at least I know what I'm getting with him. You know, with Dame, it's
Yeah.
like there's some false hope.
What was yours, Gabe?
I had the same one. I'm cutting Dame. Well, I have to rethink about this. I'm cutting Dame for sure. For this year, going off this year, I'd cut Dame.
Yeah, this year, yeah. If you ask me all time, obviously it's changed different. But
Dame, man.
But I think this year I got to give it to Brunson off of stats and not just stats, obviously, because Trae Young's stats is insane this year. But team success too. So I'll start Jalen Brunson, and I'm benching Trae Young. But it's closer in the top 2 than I'm cutting Dame for sure. That one was not without a question.
Damn. Me and Omari.
Unfortunately.
Standing 10 toes down for
But
the
dog,
OG.
Yeah,
But dog, if
Pintos,
this was like
Pintos.
not this year version of Dame Lillard, it would be very different. It'd be like,
Yeah,
Bro,
super
I'm not going to hate on one low down year. Plus, he could have a playoff riser type performance this year, and then all of a sudden the narrative is back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing about that, the playoff riser thing, is that Doc Rivers is his coach, so I just don't think.
Yeah.
I think
man,
him and
if Dame
Giannis
overcomes the Doc
allegation.
Rivers, man, that's like
Oh,
he's
no,
top 10
yeah.
all time.
No, yeah, but if he
Overcomes
does
Doc
end
Rivers.
up overcoming Doc Rivers, that'll give him even more of a boost. Then I'll for
Dude,
sure.
there's no way they like drop a 3-1 lead with Giannis and Dame. There's just no way.
You
Hey,
say
man.
no way, but
No,
Doc
yeah,
Rivers
you
is the
say
king of
no
blowing
way.
leads.
Yeah,
He'll never
Doc
get a job
Rivers
ever
last
again.
year.
If he
almost
does,
like
how
3-1.
surprised would you be, Hassan? If a Doc Rivers is the coach of that team, how surprised would you be? In all honesty,
No, I'll be super surprised. Giannis, an Antetokounmpo can win you one
what is
game
Doc
out of
Rivers
4.
though? Like you can't be that. Like if it was,
Or
let me
3.
think. If it was like, who's Greg Popovich doing that? That's way more shocking than.
Yeah,
Doc
okay,
Rivers
but
going through.
Giannis, he can get you at least 50 in 3 games. At least when you won, you know what I mean? Him and Dame.
Yeah, that's facts.
I mean, maybe they're not
Blowing a
giving
3-1 is
overcome
crazy,
Doc
but just
Rivers.
losing blowing a 3-1, I would be really surprised. But that's just insane, especially with that team.
Yeah.
But if he like lose it, like I don't. It's very plausible for him to lose a heavily favored matchup.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
because like in the past,
I
he
can
had
see
Kawhi,
him
but, like,
losing another fucking
Doc
like
Rivers
to the
facts.
fucking. I don't know if the Knicks they'd be a heavy favorite of the Knicks, honestly, but
I don't
you know
care
what I mean?
who
Like
is
if they were
against,
lost to
though.
like the
You want
Cavs or
against
something,
anybody to win.
I'm not gonna be surprised. Like
No, I feel like the Bucks, they're probably still going to end up beating the teams they should. But like if they match up with like God knows the Hawks in the first round, like Doc Rivers will make it like a 6-game series when it really should be a sweep type thing. Like that's what I feel like Doc Rivers. Like he's just going to fuck around and not really like. I don't think they'll lose to them, but he's definitely going to extend the series longer than they need to be. When he was on the Sixers last year, they were up 3-0 on the Raptors last year, and they ended up going to 6 games because Doc Rivers was like,
okay, but Embiid, we already know he's a second-round merchant, so that doesn't count. Giannis is proven he's a champion.
They had a whole bunch of second-round merchants on that team, honestly.
Yeah, like there's always like there's some stipulation player-wise, like the bubble with Kawhi Leonard. Like PG was like god awful, so there's a reason why they went down 3-1 or lost PG's performances. So, like,
can we also talk about why
plays that bad and Dame plays that bad? That'd be insane.
Wemby had a 5x5 tonight, just so you know. But
again,
he didn't have a 5x5 yesterday. He had like
no, he had one assist short.
One assist.
Almost back to back, almost.
Jason Tatum's not beating that guy, man. Give him another year.
But we should talk about why Doc Rivers throws his players under the bus every time he gets a chance.
I saw.
And why does he keep saying
the whole organization?
I just don't get. Every time they ask him a question, it's always like the worst thing you could possibly answer. Like he's better off just making cat noises than answering the question.
Yeah, not singing at all. Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
it's always like, I can't believe I'm in this situation. I would never wish this on anyone. How is anyone supposed to do anything with this? Our players don't try hard enough. Like, bro, shut up. Why are you saying this stuff?
Yeah, it's valid to say it once, but to say it like multiple times in different interviews is insane. That's just giving.
Yeah, like his interviews sound like he's not currently the coach.
Yeah,
you know
like it's already happened in the past.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah,
that's
like,
insane.
He's already giving like excuses for something that hasn't already happened. So I think he thinks they're going to lose because of it. So I don't know. We'll see.
All right,
it's a tough situation, but
let's go. I have another one. I have another start bench cut. This one, I think this one's a little bit harder. Let me break it down. So start bench cut: Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, or Kawhi Leonard this year.
Wait, what? You said Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, and Kawhi?
Yeah, this year.
I'm gonna go
cutting
first.
Kawhi.
Oh, really? I'm gonna start Tatum. I'm gonna bench Kawhi, and I'm gonna cut KD.
Okay.
I think I'm.
And the only reason I was gonna start Tatum regardless, pretty much. But the only reason I'm cutting KD is because this is like the one season Kawhi is healthy, and like I gotta give him some respect. So.
But the stats,
he's playing well. He's playing. He's an all-star. Like he's playing one of his best seasons this year.
Like 24, 25 this year, right?
I gotta give him the respect. I'm usually against him because of the health, but this year he's been healthy, so I gotta give him some.
Then you
some
have
respect
like
and something.
Team success too. Tatum and Kawhi are better, and then shooting splits. I think Kawhi's having the best.
I didn't even think about that. There you go.
Yeah.
Even better.
Well, for me, honestly, I would have to cut Kawhi. Just be like not no hate on him. I just think that KD is having a good season so far. He's been relatively healthy compared to a lot of his past seasons, so I gotta give him some credit there too.
Yeah.
And I feel like JT, stats wise, yeah, he's down, but it's like Hassan, we were saying earlier, he averaged 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just a team composition thing more than he can't average as much as these other people. But when it comes to Kawhi, at any time, he could also just get hurt. It's like,
but he has
a much higher history of it, and his averages aren't like jump off the wall. And honestly, when it comes to conversation, I do think that is that going?
He damn near 50, 40, 90 though.
No, I think it's echoing on your side.
My shit is messed up.
The thing is, I think KD's the best player out of all of them, truthfully, but it's just a season, I guess.
I mean, yeah, KD skill wise for sure, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, but like the way the season's going, because the Suns are almost in the play-in now, especially that they lost to Houston today. So,
I mean, you can't go wrong here. Like, it's really no wrong answer. It's just what do you prefer?
I'd follow you. Start Tatum, bench Kawhi, cut KD.
Okay.
I mean, Tatum has the best team. And Kawhi's
one thing I'm gonna say about KD, like obviously there's not much you criticize, but this season he's not making his free throws like he used to. Like today he missed 2 big ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't get to the line that often, but I mean he's still averaging. He's top 5 in scoring, I think, or top 3. So
yeah. He's doing it again. There's not much to criticize him on, but if I had to, it'd just be the fact that his free throw percentage is down from normal.
Yeah. So who do you have, Gabe?
I'm gonna ask my brother. Adam, who does it? KD, Kawhi, Tatum.
Y'all all cut KD?
No, Omari cut Kawhi.
Oh, okay. I was about to say he's a CBG.
What does that mean?
Certified bucket getter.
Get the fuck out of
I'll
here.
go with my man Debo. Start KD. He said it perfect. Start KD. Bench Kawhi. Cut JT.
But can you get out of my room now?
Cut JT is crazy.
All here's the reasoning why.
Yeah, cutting JT is crazy.
Cut
JT. We're cutting JT. Look at he's not like obviously he's like the star, but look how much help he has. He has Brown, White, he got Horford, he has Porzingis. He just has a God squad.
Holiday.
You can't use that against him.
Yeah, but that God squad is working against
is he the GM? Yeah. Did he put this team around himself?
Yeah, you can't use that against him.
It happens. But look, KD, he was putting up like what 31-30 a night. Kawhi.
Okay, but KD also has Devin Booker and
winning games. Kawhi's winning games and he's damn near 50-50, 90.
Oh, that's what wait, let me
Yeah, that's why he's up there. That's why you cut KD.
Before my shit started fucking up.
No. KD's averaging 31.
Okay, but look at his team stat. They're almost in the play-in. They lost to Houston today, and he has Devin Booker on his roster.
Yeah, but they gotta get used to Beal, Booker, and him because whenever Beal
what do you mean get used to? It's been damn near the whole season. They got 10 games.
Beal wasn't playing. They were like top 5.
Beal's still not gonna play. Beal's not gonna play the whole year.
I don't know. Beal's not that good, but they were top 5, and KD was getting buckets. So we can't just throw that away and like, come on.
I can though. I can't because Beal doesn't play basketball. He's never going to be healthy for a long enough stretch of time for me to be like, this is them.
I'll give my star bench cut. We're starting Kevin Durant. Bro's proven. Bro's going to get it done. Bro's always going to be there when it matters most if he's healthy.
Proven, right?
No, he's compared to Kevin Durant. I'm definitely choosing Kevin Durant to be proven over Damian Lillard.
Game is proven over Jalen Brunson.
Second of all, we're gonna bench Kawhi Leonard. We're gonna bench Kawhi Leonard because also same argument. Proven, been there, and he's also healthy this year. JT's lost a step. That's no knock to his game whatsoever. That's no knock to his game whatsoever.
Lost a step like he's 35 years old.
He just moves the goalpost.
A little bit of a so we're cutting JT.
Look, is 86% from the line bad? 86% from the line.
He shoots 90% his career.
Individually.
That's above average.
Not for KD. For KD, it's terrible. He shoots 90% of every season of his career.
86, you rounded up to 90.
No, you don't. No, we never round up 86 to 90.
86 is
closer to 90
than 80.
I should call my professor and tell him
it's closer to 90 than 80. You heard him, though. That's facts.
88% for the career.
Yeah,
he's only 2% off his career.
Professor, I got 85.9, brother. Please, I need this A.
How many wins do they have? How many wins do they have, man?
Bucket.
Just ask.
How many wins? How many wins do they have?
Who?
Suns.
They're getting there.
That's right. These other guys,
they have a better record than the Warriors, the Lakers. Like, what are we talking about?
Are we talking about those teams?
They're 33 and 24.
Yeah,
they're 33 and 24.
24 solid.
30 plus wins.
But it doesn't. They're
That's just
eight.
because the team.
They're in the play-in, but that doesn't matter.
And they're one game
Okay,
behind
but that means he's
seven.
not helping his team win, providing those stats, and the other two guys are.
They're
Because like
one
you said,
game
Kawhi shooting
behind fifth. They're
50,
one
90,
game behind
They're one game behind
top four.
fifth. The West,
Huh?
the West is stacked this year. They're one game behind
Okay,
fifth. Come on,
more
man.
excuses. All I hear is
They're just
All right,
not
bro.
ex-
All right, bro. Autumn, you're done. Get out. Autumn, your time is up.
Let him
Get out
finish
my
the star
room.
bench cut.
All right.
You have to
did.
I wanted
Is
to
that
also. I was trying to make the point earlier that
No, it's one more. Two more.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
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 All right, just making sure. I was trying to make the point earlier before my shit started fucking up that when it comes to the win column for the Kawhi, it's like they weren't the first seed before Harden got there. You know what I mean? Like I think that them getting that addition to Harden is a huge reason that they're this high up. So it's like I can't just be like, oh well, look, he's winning games. It's like he wasn't winning games. Well, they were still winning games. They weren't like trash, but they weren't a dominant team like they are now before that Harden trade.
I agree with you,
Suns
but like,
traded. Hey,
without
the Suns
Kawhi Leonard,
traded
their
for
record
Royce
is like
O'Neal, bro.
atrocious.
So straight
Say
for Rosen. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, my bad. We should have known. No,
You gotta
but
give
yeah,
him
so
respect.
I'm
think,
thinking
like,
when it comes to
I can agree
stats
with you with
and
Harden, but
skill-wise,
like with Kawhi playing, they're like they've only lost a couple games. Without him playing, they lose mad more games. So his impact obviously is like felt, especially with the statistics too.
it,
So
but I think that JT's like JT and his situation works against him much more than like Kawhi's has with Harden. You know what I mean?
I feel like you can't go wrong like between KD and Kawhi, but for this season, I just don't get like cutting JT. I get that he's on a better team,
Yeah,
but
cutting
he's just
JT is
doing
crazy.
like he's just doing what he's asked to do. Like it's not
God,
his
he's
fault
doing his
that he's making the winning plays. Like if his team wasn't as good as it was, 100% you'd have an argument. But it's like they're getting it done. They don't even like I don't think they have a bad loss on the season. Their worst game was the one they almost lost to the Pistons. So like they don't even have anything that you could say that like, oh shit, you know what I mean? They look beatable or anything like that.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and they were a good team when Tatum was averaging 32. It's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, last year they damn near made to the finals again.
Yeah. So
one game away.
Him scoring and him not scoring obviously isn't like he has a point when he's like they're doing what they need to do to win. Like at the end of the day.
I feel you.
It's not like he was on an ass team averaging 30 and then his team got better and then he dropped off to 22. You know what I mean? Like he was good. Their team was good when he was averaging 30 and the team is good when he's averaging whatever he's averaging this year, like 20.
I think the argument with some of these newer guys, like they don't get the respect because they don't have the rings. And like, well, that's not even a thing for just the young guys, because you could see the same thing with Embiid. Like these type of players don't get respect until they have the playoff success. And so in these type of conversations, like people will have the argument, oh, KD's been there, done that. Kawhi's been there, done that. So like the only thing that's stopping them from putting Tatum above these guys is like, oh, he hasn't won the ring yet. And obviously he's younger. He's on his way there. He's already been a finals and multiple Eastern Conference finals. So like, I'm not going to hold that too much against him because it's not like he's far away. He's never been to the playoffs or anything like that. So I don't want to like, KD's won it even, with the Warriors, like Tatum's been to the finals. So it's not like hasn't led a team there or close enough to get there.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay.
Good stuff, Chris, though. That was good.
Let's do another one. I like the dialogue. Let's do another one. This one is a user request. We got Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, and DeMar DeRozan. Let's see.
Stop with the DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is cooked.
Hey,
it's cut DeMar. Hey, just for this dude putting these comments in.
I'm not even going to answer the other two. We're just going to cut DeMar.
Cut DeMar DeRozan, and then the rest of them can chill.
Honestly, here, cut DeMar.
Let me try to make a case for them. No, I'm kidding. I can't.
I love DeMar DeRozan.
I would start BI though. I would start Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I'm starting BI. I think Brown and DeMar are pretty close. Like
no, we're not doing that.
No,
it's comparable. Those guys are comparable.
Dude, DeMar 2 years ago, maybe.
Let's take their best seasons then. Let's take their best season. Let's take DeMar and Jaylen Brown's best season.
This season. It's not their best season. I'm taking DeMar's best season.
Yeah. You want to do this? You want to do every other season for Damian Lillard? Sorry, you only do this season for Damian Lillard, but every other season for everybody else.
Next question. Hold on.
Even DeMar last year, I'm taking the other two players. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That All-Star he made last year was strictly off.
Yes.
Oh no, the All-Star is crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
All right.
DeMar's best years, I'm taking
last year. I mean,
I'm
I guess
definitely
they
taking
made the
Prime
play.
DeMar over JB. But
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, me
I'll
too.
take Prime DeMar over Jaylen Brown, but
Okay.
We'll give him that,
Okay.
but he's getting bent. He's getting cut now.
yeah, these in 2024, if you're not
Shit.
cutting DeMar instantly,
That dude's about to get a max next year.
you shouldn't
too,
even
bro.
look at
That's the
watch
thing.
basketball
from the
no more.
Bulls too.
Yeah.
No other team's gonna pay him that shit.
All right.
Sad.
I got one more.
Get your bag,
I got
DeMar.
one
We
more.
love you out here.
I got one more, and then we have the all-time one. One more this season is, we kind of went over this a little bit, but I think this was more obvious than the other ones. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Devin Booker.
I'm cutting Book.
Uh,
No disrespect, but that's how the cookie crumbles.
This year, right? Just this year?
I'm
starting
saying this
Luka.
year. This year.
I'm starting
okay.
Luka. I'm benching
Starting
Shai.
Luka for sure.
I'm cutting Book. Even though Book's cold as hell, I just gotta cut him. That's how it is.
He's got a lot of good playoff games. He's got a lot of good playoff
Yeah,
games.
I'm going Book. I'm going
This
Book
year.
for the resume.
I can't do that though because Shai's number one on a top seed, and Book is kind of like has help with KD. So I feel like Shai
They're
got the
not
respect right now.
Greatest.
What about that last playoff
But
run when Booker was like 38 points per game?
It's just
No, he
season.
was cooking. He was cooking, but like he was the number two or whatever de facto 1B, 1A, whatever you want to call it. He had a lot of help when you got KD. If Shai got KD, and then we could talk about them being close.
Nah, I think it'd be the same, honestly.
Hmm.
This year,
you know,
for sure, is Luka. Start Luka, bench SGA, cut D-Book.
Okay.
Hey, side note. I know we talked about the Doc shit, but you see how he said that he tried to tell Kawhi that Shai was gonna be good.
Yeah, it wasn't that
Doc,
fake.
shut-
It was
Doc
Nah,
is
he's
shut
lying,
the-
bro. He's lying.
No, I
think
think that's
that's
fake. I think he really said that.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, Chris Paul said the same thing, but like, you're obviously not going to keep him. You're going to trade him for
It's the LeBron ass
PG.
lie right there.
The PG was the top 3 in MVP voting. Like, he wasn't going to be PG at that time. So
Yeah, imagine
Yeah,
trying to
that's
convince
true, that's
Kawhi
true,
like
that's true.
he's trying to go to the Clippers. Like, yeah, there's this young dude. We just drafted him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
So
He's in.
that was like
He's him. He's him.
earlier too. Like, he wasn't going to get as many minutes. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. PG. I mean,
Oh.
that 2018 that PG year was insane.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, that
I
roster
think-
is pretty good. The bubble screwed it over for the Clippers, I'd say.
Honestly, bro, like Kawhi probably believed him, but he was like, I don't got time to wait for this kid to develop. Like, just give me
Yeah,
the dude that's good now.
And would he even develop to what he is now, playing under Kawhi Leonard?
No,
No, playing under Doc Rivers.
That too.
bro would have started as a setback. This is a disability.
Respect Mark D. He's doing a good job over there. He probably
Yeah, he-
developed all those guys, J-Dub, Shai, to what they are, or helped whatever.
Top
They got a
candidate
whole
for
staff,
Coach of
but-
the Year.
He is up there. He's
Should
up
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I think he should, honestly.
Yeah.
He's up
Who do you
there.
got, Gabe?
I'm cutting Book this year, starting Luka. I think, as we said earlier, Luka's like in that above tier. Shai is like the step down, and then Book this year has not been what I think he should have been, but it is because his
I
team.
think
is-
Book and Shai are in the same tier. Just
Yeah.
not good tier.
as
I think
of
it's
season
specifically-
goes, I have to pick SGA because damn near 31 again. Like,
Yeah.
I
I think
have
it's
to
like
pick
the
it
point
again.
guard
And
duties.
winning.
The point guard
I get
duties for Book is kind of like putting him down this
he's
year.
on
He's had multiple 10+ assist games. I'm sure we've like, but
Yeah, he's
Then I
capable,
bet
but
on
he's
him.
natural,
Games for
like-
you, though.
I
I
feel
bet
like
on him.
you
He had 2 assists today.
I
Oh well.
feel like you want to
Yeah.
primarily have him scoring the
Ball
basketball.
argument.
Him and Kevin Durant focusing on scoring and having a point guard putting him in positions to score. I feel like that's the best way to utilize them to win more games.
yeah.
The thing about
like it.
I don't the one thing I don't like about Book is that like he be a little soft sometimes. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
can't
same though.
take it like he can dish it. But I don't
Yes,
know. if that
I
should
agree.
count against
But at least
him.
he talked back though. He does talk.
Yeah, he
Everyone
yaps
is-
until Luka boots him
Everyone
out the playoffs.
everyone act tough when they up.
He said that. What famous person said that, Bez? What famous guy said that?
The guy we just talked about.
Exactly, the
The
guy
Don.
who we started. And let's move on. Let's segue to the last one. I have this one as the all-time one. So all-time
right.
rankings, pretty much. So
Bill Russell. Throw Bill Russell.
We have-
Let's get a Bill Russell. bro.
Bill Russell, Chamberlain, and Larry Bird.
we have
Jokic.
all right. Start bench cut. First player is Magic Johnson. Second player, Bill Russell. Third player, Steph Curry. I want to hear what y'all
I'm
got.
cutting Bill Russell.
Cutting Bill Russell, yeah, instantly.
Austin, I want to hear
I'm
you.
cutting Stephen Curry.
Damn.
I already said that he's not in my top 10.
Oh,
I
you
have Bill
wild, bro.
Record
You wild,
scratch,
bro.
good.
Over Bill Russell?
Russell. Yeah, because dude has so many
What have you seen Bill Russell do? Tell me.
They already explained. I haven't seen him do anything. It's just the OG. I got to respect the OG. And
That's gonna do it for this one, y'all.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
man,
look back
hey.
at tapes of Bill Russell just rebounding the
Bill
basketball.
Russell won't fuck you, bro. Just get your true answer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Rest in peace, Bill Russell. Rest in
So
peace.
why not?
Although I think Steph Curry will win one more championship and beat him.
You should have won more
Nah,
now all
championships
time.
than
That
him.
nigga's never winning a championship again ever. Unless he
You think
teams up
he's
with
gonna win a
LeBron.
fifth one?
Team up with LeBron. They getting it done.
I'll be real, bro.
Yeah,
If
next
Bill
year we
Russell,
got Brown coming to the Warriors. Don't worry.
Nah.
How do you know
Bill
that?
Russell-
Lakers, man.
if Bill Russell was in today's NBA, he'd be Rudy Gobert with like 20% more offense.
Yeah.
That is
It's
facts,
crazy.
but we can't compare eras, so tough to
We
do.
can't.
Oh,
we
you
can't.
love to
Cause
say we can't compare eras, huh?
I always been on
Nah,
that.
because I mean, I get it. Like, on one hand, I
can't.
get it for Bill Russell because it's just like you never know what moves he may know in this era.
Yeah, obviously, I
Yeah.
was trolling,
But like
Yeah,
when
I
it
just
comes
gotta give
to
respect to
stuff like
OG.
Jordan's rings, he was playing against bums.
Ooh.
no, but I
Only-
mean
only
for
matters
Bill,
for
for the
LeBron
Bill
and
Russell
Jordan,
thing,
right?
bro, like you can't compare eras, but at the same time, like context matters. Like we gotta acknowledge the fact that he won 12 or whatever 11 rings when
It was
there was
3
8
teams,
teams
right?
in the league. Yeah,
Yeah,
8
and-
teams.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it's like,
And like the series were shorter too. Seasons were shorter.
yeah.
yeah, obviously, if he was like in this era, he'd probably develop a 3-pointer and like a pick and roll game or whatever, something like that. But regardless, I just don't think like even with the context, like even with those 11 championships, the fact that he won them with 8 teams in the league and like he was on a super team with the Celtics who just
Didn't they have a bye in the first round?
They was
Didn't
definitely
they have a bye
doing
in the
fish.
first round?
No, yeah, they had a bye, that too, and there was definitely some fishy stuff going on because the draft, there was no lottery at that point, so they was just drafting the best players to the Celtics every year, like
money wise.
yeah, like whoever
That's like
paid.
FIFA.
I don't know.
That's how FIFA works.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it back then, but I know for a fact the lottery is only introduced in like 1985. So whatever they were
They had
drafting
like
back
flip
then,
a coin for first pick.
like fucking auctioning off players or something. I don't even know how it works.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah,
That's kind of crazy. Yo.
No, not like that, but like, oh, we'll pay him.
Hey man, it's February
No,
still.
hey,
man.
yo, I mean,
Yeah,
shit,
it's
he
so
grew up
back
in
to
that
street,
era,
man.
so I don't know.
Give it one more week, man.
Yeah, February's almost over, man.
Hey, Bill Russell did a lot for the civil rights movement. Okay, maybe he
did.
put an end to all
Yeah.
that. Who knows?
All right, good clean up.
Good PR.
Good. What a good way to end it off. What a good way to end it off.
You have another one or
No, that's all
Wait,
that
I
I
didn't
have.
even answer though.
I got another one.
All
oh, you didn't answer more?
Nobody even answered. We just cut Bill Russell.
Oh, I mean, obviously we'll start.
All we did was
Start
cut Bill Russell.
Magic.
Facts. We just cut Bill Russell.
Magic will be starting regardless, and the other player will be benched.
Yeah, I would start Magic, bench Curry.
You guys
Yeah,
like
me
Magic?
too.
Bro,
Yeah,
if he didn't
who's
have
not starting
AIDS, he'd
Magic?
be one of the best.
Yeah,
all
he had 5 before AIDS, man. Come on.
Yeah, for real.
How do you know
He
that
won
before?
a-
He's
Bro,
the only. He's
how
the
do you know
first
they were
person
before?
to cure AIDS.
Magic Johnson.
Oh God,
Stop.
yeah,
Stop,
just for that
stop.
you to go. Like,
Nah, listen, Gabe, on some basketball shit though. How many players you know as a rookie win Finals MVP and
Here we
start
go.
at center?
Yeah.
Hudson says the exact
As a
same thing
point
to me at
guard.
the
40
gym.
ball, 40 ball. How many?
Me, when I make it to the league, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. Nobody, bro. Nobody. Except
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, if he had 5, and that was just the beginning of his career, you know what I mean? And his
If he
career
just
got
wasn't
short.
so horny, bro, we would have.
Nah, he was a slayer. He was a
He'd have been
slayer in
more-
them streets, man.
Did y'all see that interview he did with? I don't know who it was, but he was talking about how he would get the girls, and he's like, they'd want it any type of way. I'd go to the office next to them, they want it sideways, backwards. I go to their mama's house anytime, anywhere they could get it. That's who he was
Magic.
like answering the question about
The
like,
Magic
all these
Man.
girls.
That's
It's crazy.
The Magic, man.
He
Hudson, how
was
you know that
busting
name?
it down, bro.
Yeah, Demon. Hey, you know, you hear the rumors
Research.
about Wilt's numbers?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
What's her
He got
saying? In
2,000.
the
No,
Did he
bro.
say in the elevator? In the elevators? That's
They said he was the original NBA 2K.
Is it raining? Is that what we're talking about?
Hit 2K first.
When he spit on the
he's
dude in the
person that hit
elevator?
2K. That's where they got the name
Oh,
from.
I heard about that one.
No, you know when he spit on the dude? You heard about that?
No.
Who, Will?
Yeah.
I heard something about that.
No, yeah. So this is a story about Will Chamberlain. So he got in an elevator with some dude, and the dude was like being a little disrespectful towards him or something like that. And Will Chamberlain he went ahead and loaded one up.
I know what he said. I remember what he
You know
said.
what I mean?
I remember exactly what he said. How's the weather up there or something? And it's like, is it
Yeah.
raining? And then he spit on him.
And he's like,
hell no.
it's raining. No, yeah, he spit on him. He's like, it's raining. That's what he
I
said.
remember this.
The only thing is you can't do anything. You have to take it. Because what are you gonna do to Will Chamberlain?
He's a demigod.
No, for
He
real.
was just
Why
he was
these bullets work?
Say body slam you.
Nah, bro.
No,
He bounced
Will
off
was
like
probably
Superman.
bulletproof. No, Will was probably
Probably was
bulletproof.
bulletproof.
Should have
have some
bounced off
hollows
him.
on you.
He had the super soldier serum. I guarantee it. That's how he was winning.
Super soldiers.
He probably had some
No,
early
he definitely
words.
did. They definitely made him in a lab. They
Have
definitely
you seen
got
some
like
of those colorized footage of him? Dude, it's
Shaq,
insane.
Serena Williams, and like
Yeah, how tall he was.
Dude, I saw some clips of him like versing Bill Russell. Bill Russell was getting destroyed, like in the games.
Yeah,
Yeah, Will was
it's
shit.
funny.
Will.
You could probably put a Wemby photo in black and white, and it'd be like Bill Russell equivalent back in the day.
But yeah, it's like, but they'll never show the 100-game point, though. 100-game points.
I actually seen some footage, well, supposed footage from that game.
Nah,
I
that shit
thought it
don't
was
exist,
never.
No, they were.
broadcast.
Fuck, I forgot what they showed. They showed like some video from like the 1910s or something. Came out on Twitter, and the next day, like they had footage of
1910s?
the. Yeah, and the next day they had footage of like Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game, and they're like, oh, now they dropped some 1910s footage, and all of a sudden they found Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point
You
game.
know, I saw someone on Twitter
Yeah,
saying
big
how come
slavery.
they're like, you know what, you know what I saw on Twitter one time. I don't go on Twitter much, but like I don't know how. Never mind. I'm not gonna say this actually.
It's crazy.
What's up with this guy?
Mary
I'll tell you
got
later.
it.
I'll tell you
No,
later.
good,
I'll
good.
tell
If
you
he
later.
doesn't think he should say it, he should not say it.
Yeah, you should not say it.
I'm
Don't
not
let the
gonna say
intrusive
it.
thoughts run.
No, they always come out, bro. Hassan knows this.
Here, let's do one more. Let's do one more start bench cut because I just want to know where Hassan's mind is at with these players. All right.
All right. Okay.
We got Nikola Jokic, Bill Russell, and Wilt Chamberlain.
Bill's cut. Bill has to get cut. He's not skillful.
I would cut
Jokic
Bill.
doesn't have the.
I'm asking. I'm mostly asking. I would cut Bill. I know you would too. But what about Omari and Hassan? Are y'all cutting Bill, or you got respect for
Yeah,
him
I'm
like
still
that?
cutting Bill.
Okay, you
I
cut
have
Bill.
respect
What
for
about
Bill.
you?
I'm cutting
Hassan?
Jokic because Jokic would be like 12, even if he won a ring today. Because you have to respect the eras, and they played in those eras. You can't.
So
take
you're
that
saying
away.
if Jokic wins a ring this
cares?
year, you're still not cutting Bill Russell?
No, he'd be number 12 on my list behind
That's
Steph.
crazy, bro. So Jokic got to win 12 rings.
He got to win
No.
like 13 and a half. He has to win, like,
He'd have to win 4.
hey, Bez, he has to win
Four.
13 to crack the top 10. He has to win 13 rings.
So if Jokic three-peats, he is not better than Bill Russell.
3-peats and then wins an MVP. Another MVP too.
Brother, a
But you just said
three-peat?
4. That's why I'm asking. You said 4. That's why I asked 3.
Oh yeah, if he gets because Steph has 4 and I still don't have him over Bill Russell. I have
That's
him
crazy.
like
I think I get the respect. I'm not
He
trying to hate on it.
versed
But like,
6
yeah, but like you can't knock him for playing in his era. It's like this Jason Tatum thing. We're knocking
I'm
him
not
for playing
knocking.
with a
I'm
good
not
team.
knocking him
No,
for it.
you
But
are.
I'm just saying I would have another person above him because I'm not saying he's worse because of that. I'm just saying another player is playing against better competition, so I would have him above that.
But I mean, 11 is just ridiculous.
Dog,
to
he
begin
skipped
with.
the
That's
first
not
round of the
beginning
playoffs. Do you understand? Like he didn't like those games were like
No,
not even
11
played.
games.
He was
I'm
playing
playing
fantasy
games.
basketball like in the NBA.
He was simming, Hassan. He was simming to the finals every year. That's bullshit. I don't want to hear it.
I
don't wanna hear it,
He
bro.
really was though. He really was.
Dude, he had
swimming to the
like
finals.
I swear to
That's
God,
true,
I swear to God,
8 teams.
dog, I swear to God, his team had like 12 Hall of Famers. How the fuck does that even happen? Like in that era.
Yeah, but then he's carrying the league too
What
at that
Hall
point.
of
Kevin
Famers?
McHale coming off the bench, dude.
He was a player's coach also. Like, come on, man, you gotta give respect
This is
to
like
OG.
if T-Mac in his prime
Coach
joined
from
up
the
with like
bench.
fucking I don't fucking know.
It'd be close, but I
like, out of the
think to
17 other Hall
crack
of
that top
Famers.
10, you'd have to win 4 to 5 chips.
You cut him and hire him as a coach then. How about that?
I think Will Chamberlain has a better chance of
Why is
getting.
Bird in the top
Not
10?
the-
Where's his
Okay, so
4
what
to 5?
about Will?
Why
What
is
about
Bird
how do you
not-
look
why is
at
Bird
Will?
in the top 10?
Because we only talk
Yeah,
about
if
Bill
a nigga's
Russell.
averaging 50 points and 30 rebounds,
Okay,
Okay.
So who do you
many
think's
chips
better,
the nigga has?
Hudson, Will or Bill? Who you think's
I think
better
Bill's better
player
because he beat Wilt in his era. So
they had it, man.
I
They
got
say
12
it
points
was
per
Bill.
game.
50 points,
Yeah, but
20 rebounds, 50
he
rebounds.
still lost to
on
Bill
the
Russell 11 damn times.
He versed the super team in his era. You understand that, right?
Okay, and Wilt still lost. He got 1 chip.
He Wilt versed the
I
super
like
team. You
how he's
understand that,
talking
right?
about this like he was there. Like
Back in my day.
Bro,
back in my
bro.
day, we didn't respect
guys-
Will. He couldn't get it done.
I-
He was a second round merchant.
Have you seen those? Have you seen those Duke Dennis like in the past pictures? It's like black and white, and Duke Dennis is just there, like
Yeah.
posted up.
haven't
Yeah,
seen
I was
that.
there. It's like Martin Luther King. Yeah, that was me. There's it.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're losing to Will Chamberlain, the only reason he's up there is because of his stats. That's the only reason he's top 10.
I mean, he
And
got
he-
MVPs.
he's
and
barely
shit,
up
too.
there. Huh?
But it's like insane stuff. Like it's like not replicable stats.
It's like
Why
the
he's up
most
there? He
improbable
literally has
shit.
1 championship.
But his stats are like so like it's like
Did he
it's
win
like
one
2K stats.
championship?
Yeah,
won
he has
one
1 chip in the
championship?
Bill Russell era.
Yeah, he had one. He had one. But his
Oh man, I
numbers
might
is
have
like
to knock him down. I thought he had like 2 or 3.
See?
Oh man,
The stats
but
are the
that
only reason
50
he's
point per
carrying-
game
getting
season is
carried.
crazy.
We
Hassan,
got
the
4
15 point per
MVPs,
game
bro.
season is crazy.
How many MVPs does Bill Russell have, bro?
Check. I actually don't know.
17.
Zero MVP.
17.
No, he has 5. I'm joking.
All right.
MVP for what? For playing for averaging 12 points instead
Bro,
of.
how do you
Why are
win
you
MVP?
disrespecting him? Like he didn't do
No,
anything.
let me see this. No, let me see
Look
this.
at Elgin Baylor's stats. Look at Elgin Baylor. He was him too.
Bill Russell. No, listen to this. Bill Russell won MVP averaging 16 points a game.
That's ridiculous.
You can't knock him for his era.
What year was that? Bez, what year was that?
1960. He was averaging 16. He was averaging 16 points, 24 rebounds. Okay, respect. Obviously he's a rebounding beast. He shot Time out. He shot 43% from the field as a center. 43. That's Jordan Poole like average.
He was getting rebounds, so
43% as a center.
What was the
with that many rebounds too?
24. Yeah, he's probably breaking.
He has had so many offensive rebounds from his own misses.
He was missing on purpose. Yeah, probably.
Bez, let me tell you this guy. Let me tell you this player stats, and let me tell you if they're better than Bill Russell's stats for MVP that year. Hold on.
My God, 2 different. I guarantee 2 players.
No. Same era.
Wait. Gabe, reload it. I found a worse year. He averaged 14 points in 1964, and he won MVP again. 14 points and 24.
You want to know this player? You want to know this player's stats in 1960? 35 points per game.
It's
5 assists, 20 rebounds. 19.8 rebounds that year, 75% free throw, 43% field goal. This player averaged 35 and 20. And that year you're saying Bill Russell won, right?
Yes.
Well,
that was Elgin Baylor. Not even Wilt.
Elgin Baylor.
Elgin Baylor's like that. Elgin Baylor's like that. Also, Elgin Baylor was a part-time military man. I don't know if y'all know this. He was in the military when he was active duty, by the way.
Niggas have
wasn't Bill Russell playing part-time? Wasn't Bill Russell part-time too?
Yeah, 16 points per game, part-time hooper, but Elgin Baylor was.
But Elgin Baylor, just because he's a Laker, he's the
36 and 20. Hassan, 36 and 20.
Okay, but Elgin Baylor
same year. Wilt 50 in 2020, bro.
No, bro. That year, by the way, that year that he won MVP, the Boston Celtics just were automatically in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like they didn't have to play a single game. They just went to the playoffs in the Eastern Conference Finals. They beat the 76ers in 7 games, by the way. So they went to 7 games, and then they made the finals, and then they won that year. So it's not like this guy is like running through a gauntlet.
Second round merchant.
LeBron's basically like a Hall of Fame past career.
You gotta respect the OG, bro. Player code.
It's not even disrespectful. At a certain point to have context.
MVP. That's top 10 in my book.
I'm talking about the context. Hassan, I'm even describing context in his year.
It's not,
in his year. Adding the context in his year is crazy.
Just to get to that top 10, I think you have to win at least 4 to 5 chips.
So where's Larry Bird? He has 3.
Okay, but then 3 MVPs. How many All NBAs does he have?
You said okay, but I don't want to hear. You just gave me a criteria. Then you said okay, but
Hassan,
one of the best 3-point shooters of all time.
I want to give you another statistic about Bill Russell so you can take into account. He made an All-Star team in the last season of his career. He averaged 9 points.
Well, I saw Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade get a legacy All-Star.
Okay, that was a legacy, but Bill Russell, there are 6 teams in the league.
Okay,
he averaged 9 points. His teammates averaged more points than him. Okay, obviously, I know
what year was that?
Defense, but 19.
Did any of his teammates average more points than him in his MVP years?
Yes,
maybe like Sam Jones.
John Havlicek did. In that year I just read you, John Havlicek averaged 16 or something like that.
Damn,
I'm not saying he won't get knocked out. I think he will, but for now, he's in my top 10.
I don't want to. We're sitting here like I'm not trying to hate on him, but I'm just saying like to play like players nowadays. I feel like once even if they have less accolades or do less, the one thing they do accomplish to me is way more impressive because of the talent and the amount of teams and like compared to that era. Now, if we're talking about like Jordan when the league was full and stuff like that, you got good arguments because it's like now we're getting closer to modern era. But like in the 60s and stuff, when there was not even double-digit teams, that's when it's like, okay, now
bro was simming to the playoff. Bro was simming to the finals.
Set up the league to where it's at today. I don't think the league would be where it's
at respect
for those players.
You can give him his respect and also contextualize
11 championships. You're not
the basketball skill argument.
He's a pioneer. He's one of the OG pioneers for the game, but it's just like he's not one of the best players of all time. He's just one of the most important players to the game.
Well, this is great. It's not best.
Where is he in your high?
Obviously, Giannis and Jokic are better than him
like
as a
top
player.
20 probably, like somewhere in the top 20.
Omari, what about you? Where's like he in like your best case scenario of greatness? If you had to think about it, you could take a sec
15,
to
20 to me.
Not the
15,
best player list. To me. It's the greatest player list.
It's greatest, but I'm
His
giving
impact
context in that era.
His impact on the NBA is greater than a bunch of players. So that's why he's
Yeah,
top
of
10.
course. He's like he says, a pioneer. I agree with that. I agree.
But I
I
think
say in the 15. So
Yeah,
I think even with the pioneer stuff, like I'll give respect. I guess if that's your main argument, then I can respect it. But if like you're going off the stats and what he did in his time as well, that's where you kind of lose me. Because like
Yeah,
he did
a
a lot.
Era though. Like he dominated in his era. 11 chips in his
he
era.
didn't dominate his team.
11.
It was a team.
His
It was
team
team domination. You could substitute. Oh my god.
Hey, we could run his back full circle because we talked about this at the beginning of the pod. So why aren't we giving Jason Tatum MVP? It's the same thing for Bill Russell. We're giving him all the credit for the Celtics doing what they're doing. But now you don't want to give Tatum the credit for leading his team to the number 1 seed and stuff. So it's like you got better players in that. There's better players in the league, and they're showing that they're better than Jason Tatum right now. But there's better players in Bill Russell's era too. We just looked up the stats.
Elgin, Wilt. Elgin Baylor's better than that fool. Like playing wise, he's better.
Where's Elgin Baylor? All time?
What did Elgin Baylor do? More
I gotta think a little bit because he's
players
still a
that
dog.
Bill Russell played with on his own team were arguably better.
Dude, John Havlicek isn't John Havlicek better than him?
Elgin Baylor would tell you that Bill Russell's better than him.
He averaged more points though. That's still like
okay. So points just equals everything.
No, but I'm just saying you should still consider it. Like
Will Chamberlain's the greatest player of all time.
Who said that? That's also why we can't have him because of his era. No, because
it's the same reason. Yeah,
it's the same reason. He averaged 50, but he averaged 50 where there were 8 teams when there was like barely any elite talent in the league. So we got to knock him down for that. It's the same reason.
Hey, low key, Bob Pettit's also better than him too, stats wise. Bob Pettit destroys him. He does. No, I'm not even playing.
I'm not talking about.
I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing.
Bob Pettit was the first NBA player.
No, I'm not even playing you. There's a stretch where he averaged 30 plus 17. Bro, he was demon, bro.
All with his right hand, bro.
Russell.
He had 1 MVP, another MVP. Question. He was top 2, top 4, top 3. He was
no.
I'm reading where he was ranked. I'm reading where he was ranked.
Bill Russell.
As player, dude, he averaged 30 plus. Like
no,
you're dodging the question. Yes or no?
Better player, yeah, but not greater.
Okay, this guy. I'm done talking about this.
If someone averages 31 and 6, if he averages 31 and 20 in his era, he's better than that fool. I don't care.
You're racist at this point.
It's not. I'm playing. You have to pick players in his era. They're better than him, but they're not greater because they didn't win 11 chips.
Arguing that.
I'm saying that. That's why I'm not saying Elgin Baylor's greater.
Bob Pettit is not greater. You don't even know anything. You know
I didn't say he's greater. I said he's better.
You don't know one move Bob Pettit did.
I said he's better. Like this.
Like you can't. That's what I'm saying though. Like
no, he's better, but not greater.
You can't say that though. You can't even say that he's better. How? He has
better stats accumulated.
But the context matters in those situations too. Like Bob Pettit played on the Hawks, probably, who had like 2 players that we knew. So like
the Hawks.
So Will Chamberlain's the greatest player in Gabe's mind.
Bob Pettit was an all-star every year of his career.
So was Bill Russell, and he averaged 9 points one of those years.
2 MVPs, rookie of the year. Bob Pettit has 11 all-stars.
What are we talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Bob Pettit has
No more Bob Pettit arguments. You don't know nothing
about
Bob
He has 1 chip,
Pettit.
11 All-NBAs, NBA top 75.
I guarantee he hasn't even watched one single highlight of Bob Pettit in his life.
When I asked that question in trivia, I asked who was the first ever NBA MVP. He did not know that it was Bob Pettit. So you cannot tell me shit about
Bob Pettit. I was close. I said Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy.
That was close.
You got a Bob.
He played with Bill
Half the league was named Bob at that point.
Oh, God.
Bob's and
the only
Roberts.
Name. Yeah,
Bob
and Robert.
Robert
they were not creative in the 1960s with the names back then.
They had like 5 names.
Now we got
English.
Yeah.
Wait, when did Alex English play? That guy was a demon too. Let me go check Alex English's stats.
We got Demetrius Morant.
All right, man. Yeah.
Hassan, how much do you think Alex English
I'm not going down the 60s.
Hey, clip these. No, for real though. Clip these. Like old-fashioned star bench cut because I feel like they do numbers. Because nobody talks about like the old players like Bob Pettit, Bill Russell.
All right, star bench cut.
I feel like
Elgin Baylor, Bob Pettit, or Bill Russell.
And white too.
Yeah,
yeah. Just say a bunch of them, or we'll use all of them. We don't have to do that. Bob Cousy, Bill Russell, Sam Jones.
Elgin Baylor.
Oh yeah. No,
Anything
for real.
else?
Next time I'll come with some real ones. Like I'll try to think. I'll try to ask some old heads
Pete
on
Maravich.
Twitter. Yeah.
Ooh,
Who
we
was
I
the
talking
like
goal
that
Pistol
back in the
Pete.
day?
Yeah,
Talking
Pistol
Pistol
Pete.
Pete.
Drazdon Petrovic, Tony
Jerry
Kukoc.
West.
Have you guys seen Flight's top 100 list, bro? It's a good watch.
I'm not even gonna. Nah,
I
He
know.
got, he got Wemby
You
like
have to
top
watch it.
20.
Oh
I
my-
didn't
you
watch
have
it.
to
Yeah,
watch it.
I knew it was gonna be some bullshit, dude. Like,
But we
I
have to
just
watch it
didn't
because it's Flight. You have to watch it.
No, there was one
It's
that
a
was
long ass
crazy.
video too.
It was like Monte Ellis and then like Dwayne Wade like below him. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
Paul George is
I
top
know.
14.
Yeah.
Paul George is top 14.
This is
all
funny.
time is crazy.
Wemby is 6. Wemby is 6.
Yeah, Wemby
I know,
was
I've seen that.
crazy.
Oh, you know the guy that he talked about, a guy that passed away. I forgot his name. Rest in peace. But like he talked about it doing like the top like 30, and then he's like he has not played a minute in the NBA, and then everyone's like that Flight.
Oh,
They should make
Len
a top-
Bias. He put Len Bias in there, which is
Oh, that's
insane.
crazy.
He goes, if anybody knows ball, you know he didn't play a single minute in the NBA. But and then everyone's like, Flight, if he didn't play a minute in the NBA, how is he a top 100 NBA player? Dog, yeah,
But what if? Like,
That's
what if he
facts.
played? What if he never passed away?
I'm
Nah,
surprised.
but he was
I'm-
making a top 100 NBA player list. Like,
Bro, the fact that he made that list and post, I respect Flight. The fact that he posted
Bro,
the list, I respect.
And to be honest, bro, like I know Len Bias was like a highly touted prospect, but I'll be real, I haven't even seen a single college footage of that dude. So I don't even know what he was good at. Like I don't even know like, what
How
type
does
of
Flight know of this guy's name? How does he know?
Oh,
Yeah,
because
how does
he's one of
Flight
the
even know
biggest,
he's
like,
in
early,
That's
if you knew
impressive.
early 2000s, everybody knew.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Flight.
It's just a crazy story. Like imagine if
Yeah.
nowadays, like if fucking Paolo Banchero just died like before the draft. You know how crazy that would be? Imagine
Yeah.
back then though. That's exactly
That's
what
a good
happened.
take,
The
bro.
number
That was
one
a good
pick
take,
just
bro.
died.
Not
Yeah.
even Paolo, like, because Len Bias is like Paolo
Supposed to be
is
better than LeBron.
obviously he's a
type.
first,
Wemby,
yeah,
like
obviously he's a
Wemby
first
type
round call,
shit.
but yeah, it'd have to be like
Oh
a
my God.
generational talent.
Yeah, they're
That's
saying
just
he was
as
better than
soon as he
LeBron,
gets
like
drafted,
the best
like-
player I ever played, type of thing. Players were saying that
I'm
about
still
him.
putting Wemby top 10 all time.
Nah,
This guy.
get out my face. I mean, you
All right,
know,
we can end
eventually
it there.
maybe. Yeah, eventually maybe, but for now, that's
Not
not
now.
be talking.
Yeah. Jordan Poole, top 10.
10 all
Jordan
time.
Poole.
Jordan
Should-
Poole or
Oh!
Bill Russell?
I have a new start bench cut. I got a new one.
No,
I got a new
no
one.
more.
No,
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 no.
this
Save
is
it
the
next
old
time.
one. Same players, old on same
All
players.
right, rattle it off so you can clip it later. Go ahead.
Start bench cut now. Jordan Poole, Tyler Hero, or Austin Reeves. Hassan, can I hear what you're gonna pick now?
I'll start Tyler Hero, bench Austin Reeves, cut Jordan Poole.
Me too. That was easy. That was really easy.
Yeah,
actually.
he thinks Austin Reeves
But
is better
remember,
than Tyler Hero.
remember,
which is
remember what the
ludicrous.
answers were before?
No.
Poole, I'm sure you
Yeah,
saw Poole.
Poole. Yeah. Jordan Poole is probably on Hassan's bench, but we can all agree that's L take now.
He's a cutter now.
Austin
I'll
Reeves
still
is better
start
than
Tyler
Jordan.
Hero. over
I'm gonna be
Austin
fair to
Reeves.
Jordan Poole though. I'm gonna be fair to Jordan Poole. Like if he was still on the Warriors, it would be a lot closer. I think. Like he wouldn't
Yeah.
look this bad. So it would be
Same
like
here.
a debate.
He didn't get
still.
knocked out.
No, he'd be. Oh,
Well, even
maybe.
last year, Poole was not that good. He was on his down year
Yeah,
again.
Well, man said if he didn't get
That
knocked
was
out,
at the end
he'd
of the
be
year, though, not at the
starting.
beginning.
That's it for my start.
His
bench cuts.
whole year was pretty rocky, but didn't he only average like 16 or something
No, like he averaged 20.
last year?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was bad efficiency,
really?
but I think
yeah,
he
bad
averaged 20,
efficiency,
yeah.
but
It was
yeah,
like really bad.
It was bad. It was like back to rookie year type. Well, not really, but like he was shooting bad from three mostly. It was like
yeah,
30%.
he just had high volume. So,
No,
and he's playing with 30 himself.
I think though it goes to show that like just because somebody goes on a different team doesn't mean their numbers are necessarily going to go up because they get a lot of
Yeah.
attention taken away from the star players. so
The
they
moves
get easier
this
looks.
guy was doing though was it was insane. Like, I never expected this to happen. I thought he'd keep it up.
I think
Yeah.
the move thing is more of a confidence
this
thing.
drop
I feel
off.
like
You
I
know?
feel like the fact that he's a number one option, like he doesn't feel confident doing those moves. But like when he was on the Warriors, you know, he would come in against backups. Like he probably was feeling himself, you know what I mean? But now that he's against Kawhi Leonard and Jaden McDaniels every night,
That's
probably
fair. He has
doesn't
so
even
much
feel
freedom
good.
on the Warriors too. Like, I remember at the beginning of the season, you remember the movie he did on KP where he like looked at him, walked back, and shot a three and got blocked.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he had that confidence and instilled in him, and then once he started seeing how dumb the moves were, like, stopped doing them.
I remember against the Pistons, he did that one like pump fake. He got him in the air. Then he waited. He did the up and under, and he still got blocked.
By Wiseman, I remember that.
Oh man, Wiseman.
Yeah,
It
man,
could've been.
it's a sad case. Like even if he didn't elevate, like this drop off has been insane. Like he didn't even stay at the same level. It's just like
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It has to be the punch, some psychological thing. I don't know.
yeah, that's what I do. Honestly, yeah, like I feel like
Or-
psychologically, like
It's
but
a
not
mix
even just
of
the punch, but
everything.
the embarrassment. Like
I feel like it's a mix of the punch, the fact that he got traded, and the fact that he's on one of the worst teams in the league. I feel like all three of those things contribute to this one gigantic fall off of a season.
Also, we also said this before too. We're like, oh, people have to start game planning around him now, like because he's their theoretical best player at the time, and you know he's not like a third, fourth guy anymore. So you have to worry about Jordan
Poole. Still there to score. Skill and volume is still there to score, even if you're getting game planned against. Like,
but he's missing shots. He's not hitting good shots. So.
Yeah, there's more to it.
Just like me at LA Fitness, bro. You know.
I mean, yeah, Steph Curry's gravity's not there. It's a lot harder to get buckets, huh?
Yeah.
Still, the skills. I still think the skill is there to at least have 20.
I just feel like
that's at most right now.
Crazy. I feel like the situation is just not helpful because like he went from one of the best systems in the NBA to literally no system at all. So it's like, that's not.
That is.
I feel like if at least they had a system to help him get good shots. I'm not saying he'd be averaging 30, but like he'd be averaging 20 at least. You know what I'm saying? But it's like there's no system, there's no playmakers. Like he's supposed to be the playmaker when really I feel like he's better if that's like his secondary duty. If he's mostly focused on scoring and like play make off of the scoring, you know, getting aggressive and kicking out and stuff. I don't think he's like a real point guard like that. Like so, and they're asking him to do that, which I don't think is his role.
Yeah, I feel you. That's a good analysis.
Right, well, yeah, hopefully he improves.
Yeah.
We'll see. I did title this podcast about Jordan Poole, and we did talk a lot about him, but
yeah, as we should, because his fall off needs to be studied, as they say.
yeah. Him and Ben Simmons, both of them, crazy.
Oh, brother, don't get me started on that bum.
I just can't believe Ben Simmons. Like I was watching them the other day, he literally doesn't like look at the rim. Like literally, it's just so
I was
crazy.
telling you, like. He impacts the game without looking at the rim, but like at this point, people know he doesn't look at the rim. So how much?
Yeah, now it's a knock. Really, it's not even like
they can't.
He's unselfish. Like, nah, he's not even looking.
Actually, we didn't talk about this briefly, but the Nets fired Jock Vaughn. They fired him. I guess they didn't believe in him. But when I was watching the game just to see like, how they played differently. Dude, the new coach got Ben Simmons standing in the corner for one of the plays. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do there? They're not even gonna pretend like he's not there. What kind of play are you running?
You gotta have him like he's great in transition, and then like obviously assisting.
You can't always be in transition though.
He needs to score.
There should never be a possession where he doesn't have the ball in his hands or is not setting a screen. Because like if he's not doing that stuff, he's useless.
Yeah.
So
I think he's really good at doing those two things. So he should have the ball regardless, because that's the only thing he's good at. So
it just sucks.
How many minutes does he play? How many minutes does he play a night?
I was about to say that. So like I was about to say that. No, I don't even think it's that. I think I don't think they play him enough minutes because he's such a negative on offense, at least scoring wise. They're like it's just a liability to keep him in for longer than 20 minutes a game because it's like at some point
he's actually on restriction. They have to play him because they're paying him first off. But I think we're past
that. I think his contract is like on the back end of it. Well, it's bad, but it's on the back end of it. So like I don't think like you don't have to like he's gonna be off the books in a year or two. So I don't think it's like that issue anymore. Well, obviously the injuries.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say obviously the injuries is hindering him, but I also just feel like he's such a negative on offense that it's like it's a liability to be playing him at that point. Because I've even seen games this year where they do hack a bench strategies, like they'll literally force him to go to the line
against the Celtics. I saw that, yeah.
But he won't make it. He will not make them.
They think he can be what he was and before, and I think he could possibly do that. He just needs to get more games under his belt. I think because of the injuries, we haven't seen him actually force back to what he was at the 76ers. So
honestly, I feel like he's just hindering himself. Honestly, like he's never gonna be as good at playmaking as he was if he's not a scoring threat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you're not looking for the basket, that's what I'm saying. Like, but he probably was doing a much better job as a playmaker at that time too, because people are scared of he's gonna go to the thing, then you could dish it off. But if no one thinks you're even gonna look at the rim, like you're not gonna average as many assists as you possibly would. You know what I mean? Which is crazy to think about.
It's a really good point too.
Shooting more would lead to him having more assists. Like
because that's the same issue with like Vando and like these Lakers players that are one dimensional. It's like it's because they don't respect him. You know, it's a lot harder for the other guys to score. But it's like it's the same thing with Ben Simmons. Like your playmaking is not even going to be what it was because nobody respects you, and a lot of that is like you have to get aggressive to kick out to open shooters and things like that. So
I think it'll start to come back to him naturally as he plays more minutes. And
I just don't get like, I know obviously I know it's a mental thing and whatever happened, but it's like I don't get how he can't understand it. Like it's not even about him at this point. It's like the team needs you to be aggressive for us to be better. You know what I mean? It's not like this, fuck you, average. We're past you trying to be this all-star level player again. Like the team needs you to win. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just
so it's
play ball.
I get the whole mental in your own head type of situation. You know, you could be going through a rut and not want to shoot, but it's like even if I guarantee you the team is telling him like we need you to shoot, and it's like he's still not doing it. They're telling him like we don't care if you miss, we don't care if you don't, you know, are not hitting these shots. We just need you to be aggressive. But even then, like he's still not shooting the shots. So it's just interesting how that works. I don't really know what these athletes be going through mentally, but.
Yeah, it's like at this point, it's been years.
Shoot the ball. I don't know what mental aspect of you just throwing the ball up is there.
It's like how do you even want to hoop and then not score? Like I feel like everybody else the issue is opposite. You know what I mean? Like everyone else, the issue is opposite. Everybody wants to fucking get some buckets and score and not do anything else. But it's like the only nigga come around just doesn't want to shoot. Like
it's like the anti-J.R. Smith.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? Like
he's out there running
Jalen Green.
Running last.
Oh, Tony Snell.
You're right. Everybody like wants to put the ball in the basket from freaking first time playing basketball to the end. You want to score some points. But this guy doesn't look at the rim, just passes the ball. Like,
even Draymond shooting threes. Like
if Ben Simmons ever played with Kobe Bryant, he'd be 6 feet deep, bro. Kobe would have killed him.
Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, facts. You seen that? Like it would have been Draymond on Poole times 1,000. Like
if he played for the Lakers, he's pretty tough mentally though, because he's been through a lot. Like Philadelphia's a pretty bad fan base as well.
No, he ain't tough mentally because he couldn't take it. And it would never stop. Like the thing is, he was able to take it, but it's like the thing is like
he's still doing the same thing though.
KCP got him.
You always respect
KCP. He's my role model for getting flamed on Twitter and just playing better and not complaining.
It's that forever love for KCP.
Yeah, everybody else, he's like the only thing. Everybody else just folds under the Lakers Twitter pressure. He was just like, all right, like you just play better.
I saw Patrick Beverly talking about that the other day, saying that
he's an idiot
because the Laker fan base wants him to drop 30 every game.
No one wants Pat Bev to drop 30.
I never saw a single tweet.
Scrub all of Twitter. Scrub the entire thing of Twitter, and not a single person ever said, "I want to see." I want to see Pat Bev
say something in person too, bro, and stand on business.
No, Pat Bev though. Wait, what? Say it again.
I said Laker fans will say it in person too, even if you're not on the internet. They'll say it, stand on business and games.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
As you can see on me on TikTok.
Pat Bev is funny, but like he's the type of guy that's just going to defend like whatever he's recently like loyal to. So like if he's on the Sixers, he going to defend the Sixers. If he's on the Bucks, he going to defend the Bucks and shit on everyone else. So it's like as soon as he switches teams, his loyalty flips. Like if he got traded again to the Heat, he'd be like, Dame, he can't guard me. He go right back to that shit. So it's just like
that's how you survive in this league, bro. Loyalty.
He's 100 wherever he's at.
Like her beefing joins Westbrook. Oh man, he's one of the best teammates I've ever had.
He got to squash beef on every team he goes because he be talking shit to everybody.
Literally.
But he's real though. When he comes like 100, let's go. But then when he's gone, fuck you.
It's not real though. He just be like, that's just his personality. He just be talking shit to everybody. And when he's on their team, he's like, I mean that shit.
You gotta pass it up. Yeah, you gotta be like, I wasn't know.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep your life in the league, bro.
I respect the hustle though. I definitely respect the hustle because like
he made his own brand. Honestly, at this point, that's the only reason he's still on teams. Like his name and his brand. You know what I mean? Like
his grit.
Because it's not really showing up on the court anymore. If we being 100,
he had some good games this year as a Sixer.
Yeah, he had like
he has games every so often. But I'm saying like as the caliber player he is now, like you can probably people will bank on him over something else just because of like his name and his appeal. Like
he's a minimum guy for a reason, right? Like he's not making Alex Caruso money. He's making
more of the like leadership aspect that he's like a dog, and then he's a vocal
he gives
leader
you his heart. And he's a dog.
Yeah.
He's worth the min though. He's worth the min. I'll say that.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
What you're getting for a min?
No, the min is what Omari said. It's off the brand, like that grit and grind, that pest, strictly off the fact that's his reputation. Like people are gonna start, even if he's really not like the defensive prowess isn't like what it was on the Timberwolves and stuff. The fact that like he still has that name to live up to, people are gonna still associate him with that, and just because he has all the antics, he's gonna look like it's gonna look like he's playing defense because he's yelling and like up in their face and shit.
Oh, sometimes it works. It'll work on people who are like weak-minded, which there's a lot of weak-minded people in the NBA.
You know how many times I've seen Patrick Beverley like get up in some dude's face and get blown by right away? But that should look tough. That should look tough when he's
look good
in his pants and stuff. Like it look good.
It's facts. Oh my God, he's going so hard. Gets $1 million a year for it. So.
He's saying Pat Bev is entertainment only. He has no skill anymore.
He keep a job though. He's
acting. He's acting.
Do keep a job. But, all right,
be good.
We turned a short pod to a long pod, boys.
It got long when we got to that. When we got to
the
that
Bill Russell shit.
Cut
the Bill Russell shit, bro. The Bill Russell shit was extra.
Okay, you said Bob Pettit was better than him, so we have to stop that conversation.
Look at the stats, bro. Hey, TikTok. Hold on, let me write a poll.
Now that shit was dead ass an hour because I was looking like when we were about to start that. I'm like, oh, we're gonna end soon. It was like an hour and 5 minutes, and now we're at
that was when we started the what ifs. I saw the live.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm making a poll. I'm saying who's better, not greater.
Yeah, throw a poll up. Definitely clip them because I think the old fashioned star bench cut. I'm gonna bring some real ones too next time because I don't see those. I just see the current day ones, but I think those would be fun.
Yeah,
Bill Russell or Bob Pettit, right?
I don't know, bro. You said that.
You got it.
All right,
let's see. Real hoopers know. Real hoopers.
Oh, I saw Kai Jones playing in the overseas.
Oh yeah. I got Infinity money.
You got to get back in the league, bro. They did that dude dirty, bro. I need to see him.
I think he'll make it back. I think a couple years.
He was off the perks and they just cut him.
Yeah, that's on him.
He was just having fun too. Like
he wasn't showing up to practice either.
Oh, was he not?
No, that was after they was hating on him already, though.
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't know it. No, I changed my mind. Never mind. I thought he was just being silly and like they cut him for it. I didn't know he was actually not.
I think he wasn't showing up to like responsibilities and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's definitely understandable then.
No, but I think that was after the whole like sweating and then like the players being like, "Oh, I don't know what's up with bro," and then I think after that he stopped going to the practices.
Well, I mean, Grant Williams got traded for being goofy and fat, so.
Oh yeah, you fat and annoying.
Shit, he about to get cut.
Yeah, you can't be both, man. That's so.
Every time I think about Grant Williams now, I think about like when Kyrie was looking at him sideways.
I think of the poll. I think of that Grant Williams poll.
Oh man. Yeah, nah.
That's hilarious.
Right.
I think we could wrap it up for the episode today.
Yeah. Shout out Kai Jones. Shout out
play some Kai Jones.
Oh yeah, on the outro, let's do it.
We gotta get that back.
Let's give some respect for the GOAT, Kai Jones. Hopefully he's back in the league soon. Hey Kai, is that you? Shout out to Kai Jones. Shout out to BDL. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ball Don't Lie. Let us know how you feel about Bill Russell in the comments. We out.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.